now I want to go back a little bit to your past because you've actually played with Mata on MXS, and we were talking about how incredible of a player that he is. We were highlighting him in the pre-show. Talk to me about what a privilege it is to play with Mata.
Yeah, not only that he's a superstar on the server, he's also such a kind and good person in real life. So I think I'm here just to support him and watch him tonight.
Aw, we love it. Everyone give it up for Vic. Now we're going to toss it back to the casters. The game is in your hands. Please take it away.
Mata has been that real difference maker for the team, honestly. They've just been building the game plans around him with the ults, but honestly, just on an individual basis as well. He's got that firepower to offset any disadvantage you might have by being on Pi Watch. Listen, I'm not going to name any names. Don't want to get too brutal, but there's 2 players on the server currently that are on Pi Watch. I will be keeping an eye on it. I'm hearing a Pi chant occurring. I'm hearing a Pi chant occurring.
That is absolutely brutal. No, honestly, it's... When you look at a guy like Mata having so many pop-off games, it feels like NRG always have had that one guy absolutely dominating. So far in this one, it's been Ethan. We'll see if that changes on defense.
This is interesting by Crew. Hard committal.
This is 9 HD.
Can't pick that one back up. Just try and take that.
Why does it look so blurry?
Up through A, looking like they want to try and go for a split here.
Yeah, it's a funky split too, because they're leaving Melzer hanging out in mid.
Circumvents the entire Vice setup. Vents that otherwise was going to be laid down by Finesse. He's got a flash to retake though, and even winning a fight out onto Shy. Even winning a fight out onto Shy. Dropping his way back there. It's a kill onto the ball for him, but Melzer just catching a few of the rotations.
Why does it not look HD?
Oh my goodness! Damage done, softening up these players. Counting for this high ground position. They can't deal with Keznit.
Just another piss around. Keznit's dropping 3.
Okay.
The inverse of the same exact thing he did on the first half. I mean, that was pretty. First of all, I love Melzer hanging around in mid to catch those stragglers going for the quick rotate. And then, after, was it Mazino gets away with murder, the flash gets the kill, runs away. No one's ready for Keznit to be baiting him.
No, it's like not HD, I don't know.
They slow down around themselves. NRG showed good discipline when they were up against the weaker buys, but Crew.
Dude, that is
Auto?
5 players on the B site.
Classics, man. You really want to square up to that? That is brave, Mazino. Not giving away any more guns. And everybody from NRG running away now.
Ooh, I actually really like this read coming out from Crew. There was a push wall on B.
That active.
Oh, he's dead.
But instead, the aggro is going in mid, like you're talking about.
Nice. Yeah, NRG are being incredibly.
Oh my god!
The way they want to play this one. Finesse is still alone, isolated onto the fight. The right click's just not really blessing him here. Even a flash just blinded him up. Ethan taking away the sight from him, and the rest of the body's now flooding back into the site. There's been no presence, but listen, the spike is hard, committed. Melzer is deep onto the site here. He needs some help to get the hell out of there. But listen, the Guardian is not favored.
Guardian, free Guardian.
And it's all on to Bottle. Has it a Verso? 3K. The players are low, and there's still chances for Mata. Drone committed, tagging him up, pushing him back and away, but entirely winnable here for NRG. Again,
it's winnable for both. Oh,
just can't quite hit it.
Damn.
Single bullet would have done it.
Look, these
expensive though.
From Crew, but they are getting the job done.
Getting the job done. Can't argue with it.
I mean, the first half it comes down to 1 player alive. Here it comes down to a combined 30 HP, I think. And again, I liked the choice of Crew to stick around and re-hit B, reading that it was fake aggro on B, and those players are going to be moving, but NRG very nearly got themselves a chance with that walk down into mid.
So fucking quiet. Peek.
Wow, look at that. Keznit really moving.
This is quick. All the way through as well, just catching the rotates again.
I like that though. You know, we've been talking a lot about how NRG likes to call as a team, but this early type of aggro play to just bust apart what NRG's set plan was going to be. Definitely throw Ringer into the mix.
And Crew the one slowing this one down. Got the opening kill, but maybe hoping for a bit of acceleration. There's a lot of unknowns right now for NRG in terms of map control, but they do have Ethan holding aggressive A main.
When you make a play like that and you show so much in mid and get a pick, you expect your opponents to start walking somewhere to get some info back when you're down in numbers, so keeping eyes on mains is important. But NRG didn't even flinch. Just waiting to play off all
Oh.
this Vice nonsense on the B site.
This is difficult if they want to try and get their way through this one. Dash to the side to avoid most of this. Thorns. Teammates, Finesse just layering it down to try and stop the approach and a hit coming through. A bit of spam where that came from. There's 30 seconds left and you're trying to pivot. You've got no A main control, you've got no mid control.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's walked all the way up into main, and he's been lights out so far today.
And this is an aggro angle from him. He's getting all the info that they are heading towards him. Knives out. Ow, he's going to land these kills still, but the Traders on site and they're losing players all over the place.
I mean, Melzer's just run up mid.
There's 14 seconds left. Getting the jog on some though. Has to be player to stop them in their tracks. Ball down, isolates the one fight, instantaneous with the repeat, and now leaves it all down to Mada once more. This guy is always left to pick up the pieces. The 2v1 walls up, but will be dropping down. Shy with a reposition, opens up the angle, but a snap.
Ew, he's 1
Look at the wrist
HP,
from
he's 1
Mada.
HP.
Now to the 1v1 once more, him versus Meltzer. A lot to account for in terms of that positioning. Flash up and over towards the top.
No, he was there, they clicked
Tucks in the
away.
corner. Avoids his eyes away from it.
What a nail biter from Crew. I thought for a second I was gonna have to scream melons, but they made
was
that
looking like
mad
it, man.
dash over to the A site. And then here, not getting hit by the flash, playing all the way in the corner.
I got another Maridon.
Himself, honestly, but I don't hate him trying to take a fight there as the plant's going down. It's a messy scenario. Shy was on point, I believe, at the trade.
That puts NRG into a miserable bye here. They're failing to defeat the bonus. So they throw a push wall of their own down mid. Looks like Mata wants to get a little bit active, but even then, it's just going to be forced to dip on out of here if he gets spotted out by this drone. Oh, the slow actually saves him.
Why?
Trying to break it though. Kind of
What's
spells,
wrong?
it smells out what they're going for. Especially with the dart being broken, you kind of suspect, I think, that Mata
Why are you
somebody-
standing there like that, dude?
Been pretty controlled from Crew so far. Really expecting some kind of
I
aggro.
have 3 Maridons, what the fuck?
This poor guy. I mean, he's stuck there. He needs to smoke himself out, he thinks, to get across, but there's not time.
Dude, he's doing the thing again. I hate
Bit of
this.
money though wasted, isn't it?
Why? Why does it do this?
Though wasted, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit of money
Still,
wasted.
Okay, it's the only play to try and stay alive. They'll take everything they can get. Mada is hyper committed onto this angle. Has the TP, of course, to get himself out, but obviously this
Oh,
might
he
be
doesn't
over.
have the
No, not
TP.
anymore. Yeah, suppression. No abilities to be used for you right now, but are they even going to clear this angle? No one's watching it at all, and this guy is a menace right now. Snap to the side to Averso finally gets the sight line onto him. Puts him in his place here. 3 players grouped up, just the Sheriff to work with in the hands of Verno. It's hard enough as it is.
I like this from Crew. They've just left Mizzino backside. He's got a flash to work with. The rest of the team can spam away with this Outlaw.
Still one smoke to potentially get themselves in. Tapping away though, rifle in hand, a bit of running gun in that play, but
Okay.
yeah, Mizzino tracks him.
Wait, this is the
Lovely
first map,
toss around the
right?
side here. This is Crew now steadily.
Think so, it
accruing
just
up
started.
that lead 9-7. Difference of the 2 rounds. Economy. That's nice.
That was clean. Talk about flicks. Mizzino didn't even need this flashback here, but honestly, if I'm NRG, you know,
Wow.
trying to bounce back after losing that low buy, I'm thinking there's some holes in the
What the
attack
fuck
of
are-
Crew in terms
they
of
have
how they're scaling
balloons?
into sites. We've seen it in their games
Yeah.
previously.
Timeout.
Even there's that spot where Mata with a classic is able to get 1 kill and a headshot.
Ooh, why
He
did
has
I
a
get
gun,
3
that's 2
Maridons?
kills guaranteed, probably 3. So I think there's ways to either disrespect some of the smokes that
Kami
Crew are
magani.
throwing you, or finding angles, timings you can get in front, and start challenging Crew once Kesnet's already past you. Because I think Crew, as they scale into sites, if Kesnet's past an angle, they're not so concerned about those anymore.
Yeah. Synergy having to dig deep and think about his adjustments, possibly what you were talking about. Find those cheeky timings and angles. Pass some of the smokes that are being thrown out. It's been relatively, I mean, I don't know, kind of cautious, slow from Crew so far. They've just been going through the motions almost with Abyss as a map, just see if they can poke and prod and get those picks. One of 2 teams that have made it to every Champions tournament, the other is Fnatic. Now listen, Champs is a way off.
Yeah, that's
a while.
that's many months away, many
Yeah.
moons,
It's a while off, but it's still relevant. Kind of.
kind of. There's like a Masters, I think we have
What the
to
fuck are they
compete
talking
with.
about?
Yeah,
Who's one of the
America's
2? Oh.
Takeoff
There's a few
champion
things we're gonna do
first.
before that. There's a
Yeah.
few things we're gonna do before that. But there's a lot of history with this org, I think, is the point to be made of that. And Crew, especially since competitive title. They've always been there, making a name for themselves.
Mata's got the op in hand this round, and NRG desperately need this one.
Yeah, they do. Is the operator really the thing that's going to be saving you, though?
It is
It
kind
has
of a
been
big
slow.
band-aid, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering. I mean, listen, very powerful gun.
Poison orb
Like
admitting.
contact slow play that maybe crew have been opting into, but
Issue comes when the other team sees it, moves away from
Yeah,
it.
just
and
They
avoid
got
it.
4 rounds already. This half.
Now, Crew still have options to scale past this one way. If Kesnet drops down his smoke to break that one, they could accelerate. They could even use an Astral pullback, but seems like they're taking it slow.
you can see how awkward it is for NRG as well. They both have to play in front
Come
of the
on.
bar. Okay, that's not being broken. That gives the game away. Start rotating, and here comes Fury off and around. trying to
Where
get
are
the
my
game
dark
away.
breakers?
Shoots through, players are blind, and Som capitalizes, tucks himself through, but just blinded up in a moment. And Crew are winning these fights. That's still Ethan alive. Here through the back, gonna cheek you with it.
30 seconds left.
A nice kill. Backs himself away as well. Wants to play the disciplined angle.
I feel like no one is taking playoffs seriously.
Played it out. 2v3. Flash
Or-
back.
Is
That's
it
a
kickoff or
recourse
playoffs?
round.
I don't.
Some players
I
out to
forgot.
the open! And the trades and the spacing not quite there. There's 15 seconds left. Mata again. Left to do it all. He's dropped down. Noise cues, sound cues. Made.
No way! You cannot miss that.
Flash up and around. To the side. But it's all Mauser, man. Up in the field.
You cannot be
4 pieces
missing
in the
those,
round.
man.
And this lead is growing that much more wider.
Kesnet is how they're
Melzer
screaming.
is having a game right now.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, more than half the rounds Crew have won, they are not in positions to have any chance to win. And he is just coming up with some insane multi-frags to make it happen. So consistently, it's him and Mazzino, shoulder to shoulder, winning in these rounds, and they're even there.
Oh
on
my
stage.
god, he's thorough.
Hyped.
Wow. And that was the op round.
That was the
That
up
really
round.
took Mod out of it at the end.
Luckily for NRG, they still have money.
And they've got some ults.
Oh!
I got scared.
My heart leaping
I
out of
got a
my
little bit
chest.
scared.
That one too.
Yeah.
But now they know Kesnet picked up that op for attack. Stole that away from Mata last round.
It's going to slow down a lot of their approaches here.
Oh!
I don't know if I like it as much, honestly, hasn't it? It's been pretty consistent with the rifling and
Oh!
sees the shot. And the jump spot as well.
Oh
barely
my
missing.
god.
It's something Kesnet loves to do though,
Yeah,
regardless
he
of map.
does.
Get that op, especially when you know the other team wants to op and he loves to take that duel. Huh.
Dude, what was that? Disagreement in terms of it? Versus like, oh, Lop, you rifle, we'll get you in.
No.
Nope.
It's my turn. There's still 2 players that have to clear in main though.
Aggro hold. This is what a Viper will force them to do. They have to play this one in uncomfortable positions. Verno off to the side here. Trying to play anti-flash almost.
No! You
Hit that trade and he can't even TP to safety. It's a hammer walk, stretching wide and out. Som just doing anything to try and push them back.
You cannot miss those, man.
Granted, and put over to the opposition. Som has got a lot to do in that spot, but there is no trade in sight for that kill onto Melzer. And an ult is well offloaded. Stun's going to be rattling out and away. Finesse should be set up, primed and ready for a couple more kills here, but they're not anticipating the angle. Dash, active dodging. The flash, but Mata still there and connecting 1v1.
Mata again.
Mata cannot lose this.
Ugh.
Finally, around it goes his way.
Mata the hero at the end there. Couldn't get it done in the last round, finds it here. Lose that round and it's slipping away. I'm sorry, NRG wouldn't have had a chance. But Mata stays composed in that moment. And this is wild because this Holter energy was terrible. Ethan was supposed to be anti-flash, somehow he still got caught off.
It's because it's improvisation. They're just not ready to go up against this Viper wall. It's splitting up the site and forcing these players even forwards. You can tell how uncomfortable they are.
Why are there more people here than yesterday for second game? Like yesterday after Sentinels, everyone just left. Like
Yeah, I
half
know,
the
Yeah, that's
people
not good.
left.
That's not good. Listen, there'll be screenshots. That's not good. Listen, don't mention it. Maybe a few more times, I don't know. But listen, off in the hands of Mata. Listen, it doesn't matter what the scoreline is. What matters is you win.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Flash
What
on.
matters? What matters is that you win.
They are getting brutalized and even caught out in the open.
It's literally these two dying
Down.
first every round.
Face, just the least expected.
Wait,
I think
who did
exploration
Energy
from
win
NRG
against?
is Contact and walkabouts, but it's desperation inherently. They need to get a handle and a grip on this round.
It's not like Crew are reinventing the wheel.
NRG wanna kiss
And
100
NRG
thieves?
now have to try something else. Finesse has crept all the way down into mid, but he gets timing by Melzer again. I mean, Melzer has locked down this mid space consistently throughout this half.
On the way down here, Mada steps up to his Som also.
They're like, that's too obvious.
This could be doable. Res in sight.
I would have shot that Yoru
The rest
clone.
of them attempted to punish from Mada.
Again!
Through.
Again!
The shotkeys.
What?
Where's that one getting fired to? Mada got to save it. Only 350 in the bank.
It's possible there could have been a snake bite thrown in there as well. I'm not quite sure, but now with the smoke going down,
Oh!
well, Mada's going to get the kill on the way out, and that's important. He's holding on to the operator, and if you look at the money, NRG can't buy back in. If they're going to stop Crew from getting 12, it's going to have to be Mada keeping this op alive.
Yeah. For any chance of it here, I don't think it's a coincidence though. As soon as Kesnick gets off that attack side operator,
Why is it always this guy that's less alive?
another round under their belt. This will be 11 now.
My duelist is baiting me.
It's always just felt like Crew have had that slightest of advantages.
It really has, and honestly, like, look, playing the defensive side of Abyss is no easy matter, but it's shocking how consistently A main has been an issue for NRG. They've been trying to just
do about it.
Yeah, they've been dropping down this Omen smoke and just playing right behind it. I almost wonder if more aggressive a look is the play,
KK or get
or
info?
just get out of that space. You got to choose one or the other, because the way it's been going, they've just been getting cleared every time by this KO.
Somebody get info!
For them. Timeout. Second one here. NRG to be taken. Yapping away, trying to come up with some sort of solution.
The solution is stop dying. They like peek one by one and die first every
This is another
round.
thing that NRG haven't worked with too much. There's been sort of this handshake each round with some harbor push walls. You know, Crew have been throwing that Viper orb into top mid pretty consistently. But apart from that one round where Crew just sort of, you know, dive bombed all the way forward with Kesnet to find that pick and get out, I don't think NRG have really tested that space too much.
That's a good point. I mean, listen, the harbor wall, it affords you that luxury that you can just put a deep wall all the way down through mid. You can control a lot of the angles. You can take control deep. I mean, Leviathan were doing that pretty consistently last year in Americas when they were running the harbor on this map.
This isn't the first time NRG have played the comp either. They played in Super League to win that. We've seen this played across the pond with Sadak on Carmine Court.
Yeah, yeah. They had some very cool ideas, actually. The way they were opting into it.
It was always fighting through those walls, right? And I think because NRG have shown a lot of those harbor walls, and they haven't had that aggressive look with it, maybe Crew were a little bit on their back foot. Maybe
Wait, Mada isn't top frag? I thought he was top
certainly like
frag.
to see NRG.
Why is FNS 3 and 15?
We'll see. I mean, adjustments to be made here.
Look at that.
Ethan is all the way off. Completely away from the
Look at
site
that
and a deep
harbor wall.
mid play.
What?
Oh, shit, committing! Oh my, seeing that one just the other day here. Hunter's Fury narrowly avoided just a bit of damage onto Mazzino, but his kills have toppled in the favor of Crew. Deep down 9 through the back of the site.
He sticks that, bro. Like,
Committed, 2 players up and over it with a drone in their face. Finesse. I want to try and take that time in his horns in his face. Damage onto a Versa, but no kill to be found up and over the top. That's Verno. But he is done and dusted.
what the fuck am I watching, dude?
Feels like it sometimes.
Oh!
Not the weapon of choice. Barely missing the timing, but just gets back onto the line. But creeping up from behind, that's Mazzino. Puts them up to 12. 1 round away.
Okay, this is Crew's map pick though, so
Second map, I should say, that Crew have ever won
should be
against an
fine.
excellent team.
And Crew have only dropped a round this half, Brent.
What?
They've been on one.
They were fully prepared for this aggro look. Sort of looked like, I think it was EG that ran it with that Omen ultimate all the way back into spawn. Read that perfectly. Had the player in A main that swings through the hard wall to kill.
Yeah.
What was that? Mada sprinting down into mid. Just no chance. NRG couldn't do anything there.
What a great read as well. Just understanding of what NRG we were going for. The back end of the timeout.
So here again, utility traded into mid. This time though, NRG not gonna try that again.
Oh, they know what device is as well.
Good news is NRG have this walk up. Maybe they can do something with this. It's their rifles.
Ethan's been dropped. Mada is hyper committed. The knives are out. Just catches the 1 and the second.
Okay, 3v3. 3v3, guys.
Is it enough?
Importantly, Som
FNS has a
hard wall.
stinger.
He's being able to flood into this site. The rotates are being called in. He's in front of this Astra. He's got a real chance to stay alive.
He could definitely do something.
Oh no.
Spell
Oh no.
But they've cut noise entirely. They're just waiting for this wall to drop down.
They're fully walking out with it.
And
And
dissipate.
now NRG are second-guessing themselves.
Deep knife, getting the tag. They know that at least
Hey!
one player is in the surrounding areas. That snappy again. Trades. Picture perfect from Shy. He's been on top of it. It's that more supportive player and roll. Deep drone into the back now. That is going to be a Steel Gardener, but a pit to play in gives you that
Oh
peace
my
of
god, go,
mind.
go, go,
Pulling out
go.
towards the back dart. Not seeing too much. Bit of random spam at play. But do you dare wade into this one? Shorty in hand. Creeping and crawling out through the back sections. Committing, Mazzino onto the plan. Finesse is walking a tightrope, weaving in and out. Shy doesn't take that shot. Has a rifle to play with as well, just trying to chase this guy down. Decay damage. Narrowly dropped.
No!
Shy seals it all up. It's a 4-piece. And a Red Bull clutch to finalize that map. This is Crew leading in the series.
What a half from Crew. Just insanity. And here, having the presence of mind to slow things down with the Astral. So it's just Psalm left on site.
That was nice.
And then also they've got 2 shorties to counter the Steel Garden because they have a Viper's Pit. So
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter that ult hit them. They're comfortable to play inside of that. Just a
They just
beautiful
wipe
way to close
the
out that one.
deaths.
I hard agree. And listen, honestly, just the composition, the Viper just being inserted. Listen, Shy didn't drop the highest amount of numbers towards the end, but the Viper was the difference maker in my mind. I mean, it threw NRG for a loop massively.
It was a combination of that Viper Wall on attack and even some of the rounds they were winning on defense.
Yeah.
Using that Viper Wall, the Astra Smokes to hard anchor into their sights, making it harder for NRG to scale on through. And really, it all started with those pistol rounds, right? Kesnet finding 3Ks in both pistols. Snowballing that forward. NRG's strange force in round 2.
Absolutely. Listen, it wouldn't be VCT if our expectations were just going a bit skew with upset in the process, of course. But brilliant display from Crew to open up things. It was that map pick. They did decide to go over to here. Next, moving over towards Haven as our second map. Bit of a playbook. Playground, I suppose, as well. Finesse himself.
Bro keeps whipping out his goddamn phone.
And the analyst desk. They'll be breaking it all down, so do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss it.
If he didn't randomly spray, I don't think he would have died. Okay, let me go get food. Be right back.
Okay, TC Cream, we need you guys on the stage now. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Huh? Nature sure is full of wonders. Red Bull gives you wings.
The new Red Bull Zero is here. 100% wings with monk fruit extract.
papá, Mister de frente, ¡gol!
Here with Coach Adam of Crew Visa. Your map pick, you ran away with it, especially towards the end. It just kind of seemed like NRG was just getting to disfavorable positions. What do you think was how did Crew Visa run away with that map in the end?
I mean, I feel as at the end, I feel as we are better prepared, like we had a more in-depth preparation of that map, at least. And I feel that we were having most of the reads on attack, so it was pretty good because defense was hard for us. But then we just breathe in, breathe out, and focus on attack, and we cleared the map.
One map away from nail in the coffin. Best of luck.
Thank you so much for that, Elizabeth.
Haven.
Your eyes do not deceive you. Crew walks away with that win 13-8, and they don't just do it in a manner where you're like, no. That looked like a Crew ready to play and ready to dominate.
Wait, this is YouTube, right?
We're here alongside with Vansili as well as Doug, and guys, I mean, great showing from Crew.
Oh yeah, and look, I don't want to sound biased. I told you guys, as the biggest Crew
Did you pee on it?
in the world, that NRG
Đá người mình đúng không?
Crew's gonna go on a run.
Đúng không?
Nên at the very beginning of the show, they're gonna take down NRG. Kesnit's gonna do it.
You did pee on yourself. Không. Cái gì? Tự đá lên người mình xong tự đá lên người mình xong tự Ngư à. Thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Tự đá lên người xong lại kinh quá. Mình kinh quá. Mình kinh tởm. Tự đá lên người xong bây giờ người ta bảo đấy.
Yeah, and it really paid off as well in some of these pistols because, I mean, just look at like what's going on here, right? You start things off and you're like, wait a minute, this is looking good for NRG, and then out of nowhere, these guys are just winning the pistols by brute force. They're pushing through, not caring about their opponent. You had mentioned before that
tự đá lên người bây giờ người ta kêu đá lên người thì lại He peed on himself, and now he's growling at me because I'm sniffing him.
3K is a really good example of that. Kesnit didn't take a single bit of damage. Standing top Jenny, facing 3, wide open, no dash, nothing, doesn't get hit once.
Yeah.
Right? And I think they want to fight, and it worked.
Full sending was something that was huge too, because if you're looking at how Crew got a lot of their rounds on defense, was a lot about these retakes.
You nasty!
Yeah, they were so good going at that. And exactly, Mizzino was definitely one of the key components going to that, because he was at double digits in terms of assists. I think 14 assists, 20 kills, but for him to initiate, engage, you have to give it the sight. Be so hard to hold there as an anchor on this map. So to work together for that was great.
Yeah, it really was impressive to see Crew walk away with that win the way that they did. But now let's hear from Coach Bonker.
I have to order food because there's no food at home.
You're the Bonker of NRG. It was their map pick. They ran away with it. But I want to talk to you about the Viper. We seem to think that the Viper may have thrown you guys off a little bit. That wasn't what you prepared for. Was the Viper an issue?
Wait, I thought NRG had a different coach.
No, not at all. We prepared for the Viper. We were very confident that we're going to play the Viper.
You coach, did you make gyoza?
We played the Cypher instead. We had a game plan for that as well, but wasn't a problem.
Okay, wait, it's right here.
Going on to that point when he felt like they were prepared for Viper, I think it's kind of true, because at some point Shy was like,
I thought he had a different coach.
He finished like at 8 kills, but the most important kills was at that 4K clutch towards the end. So I mean, at some point the firepower is gonna shine, and then he's gonna get those moments. But if not, at least the game plan to shut down the Viper was still good.
Yeah, it did work, but
Bonker's
food
very close to chest.
Yes.
Right? There wasn't
Korean
really anything that he chose to divulge beyond that, other than nope, wasn't a problem. We were prepped for Cypher as well.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting way to approach that question.
For sure. But you know what though, I think he keeps a lot of it close to the chest, because really, like, you know, with the way that Crew's playing, you really just don't know what the hell is gonna happen against those guys. But thankfully though, for NRG, it wasn't like all doom and gloom, right? I mean, let's not get it twisted. It was a close game until Crew was starting to slowly but surely eke out those.
We're gonna make ramen.
One of the players that was instrumental in maintaining the closeness of this game was Ethan Vansili. We were seeing some great stats out of him. He was not just getting those kills, but he was putting himself in great position.
First blood
very
versus
similar tweet to like Oxy after Oxy and his team help him out here and pull through a couple of these.
Honey bourbon
set up in this moment.
chicken?
Definitely saw it. I mean, as this Omen player, he was
Isn't bourbon alcohol?
in with the Phantom.
Yeah, diabolical without a doubt.
You pissed on yourself and now you sleep on my bed.
You got the rest of the team. And there were moments for sure that we were seeing Mata and those guys pop off as well, Doug.
And I do think some of that will be a lot of the contribution from the rest of the team. I think the other thing we have to consider is we're headed to Haven. You mentioned it before the match started. That's Finesse's playground. He's very comfortable there. His calling really just kind of seems to bless him there. So I think when you've got some of those things in play, yeah, there's a very good chance we're going the distance. But what do I know? I was right the first time.
Yeah, totally. Doug. You were so right. In any case, so everyone, let's get ready for map number 2.
Does it taste like alcohol? There was like a food yesterday at VCT where it had alcohol in it. I had it. It was dry as fuck. I think they should have poured more alcohol on it. I need to watch the MIBR EG game because I don't know how they won. Okay, we need to order food. I just had McDonald's. But I need like actual food.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, got to relish the opportunities we have to really show this on camera.
I'm just gonna make mommy and I don't feel anything. What is Goop Kitchen?
It's hair loss.
Has it always been fake?
No, it's not fake.
Oh,
no, sorry. I'm just experiencing male pattern. Male
what the fuck?
It happens to us all. Eventually, it claims all.
It just it's happening to my upper lip for some reason.
Maybe we can fundraise a trip to Turkey or something.
Yeah,
potentially.
Sure. I mean, let's get an event back there. You know?
Yeah, make the most of it. 2 birds, 1 stone type beat. Yeah,
I wouldn't complain.
Wait, is Goop Chicken by or Goop Kitchen by Gwyneth Paltrow?
You might be able to catch a glimpse and a bit of a spoiler at some of the comps that we've been playing, but we can see them here now. Pretty standard stuff.
Okay, it is. It is.
I feel like Crew have never.
That's why it's so expensive.
Here on Haven.
Yeah.
It's put Kesnet on Jet, play all the standard stuff, and just open up as many opportunities as possible for this guy to dominate you.
Yeah, definitely so. NRG's side of things here. Mana on the Neon. And listen, seen experimentation from this NRG team before on this map. No strangers to it. And I'm not sure, listen, I'm frantically pulling up the previous times they've been playing this recently. Just to see if they have been playing the Neon as well. And it is a comp they've been running quite often.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the winning team.
Even post Neon nerfs, I'm a big fan of the agent in general. And still on Haven, it is a bit unfortunate you don't have like the verticality you can dive into. You're less powerful with the operator, but in terms of running execs and also those fast rotates on defense, can be very effective. And flex your spot around the map.
Gives you the opportunity to really break some of those timings. But for NRG, they're going to have to pick up some of the pieces because they're coming off the back of a map 1.
Jajangmyeon.
This is going to be their territory. They chose to come here.
Kesnet has dominated the pistols so far in this series.
He has. Here's the drone. He's just trying
get out! Get out! Get out!
Expending every bullet almost there. Dashing away. Mada is happy to take up that position once more.
Wow, even the stun coming in, so Kesnet can take that line down long, but I really like how Mada snuck in here. He's on his own, but he's got a great timing up shortened. If he just kept going, there is no one to stop him.
Oh, he's fully broken the timings, and Kesnet none the wiser.
Bruh, no way.
No! Oh my goodness. Under control though, it's all good, it's all good. Mada has cracked open the A site, and it's a frantic approach now from Crew.
It's a wild round because NRG were originally just going to use him as a fake or maybe a late lurk, but finding that kill changed everything. Keep your eyes on Crew though. 3 players have run into mid to get a flank going on.
Deep Smoke's placed down.
Wait, why did he leave? Oh, whatever.
Back in with a smoke like that. Still, just spotting the one. Verner's got to keep an eye onto it. Shock darts up and over. Dart to the side as well. A lot to deal with. He can't quite handle it. What a util just being thrown in his face. Up from heaven. Mazzino smoked and away from that angle. Flip that sight around, but it's still a lot to clear. No one is accounting for the heaven drop out. Weaving in and out. It's all Ethan now. He's going to do a lot from that spot, but Mada again into this spot here. Rattling away with the ghost.
How did NRG beat 100 Thieves? I don't understand.
Puts up monstrous numbers, but It's Crew putting their best foot forward with another pistol round win.
I swear, it's deja vu. It's Groundhog Day. Every single pistol round, this series has been the same thing. NRG in an impossible to lose situation, and then somehow we're dropping out of heaven with no one watching.
No eyes on it.
From Azino.
That is messy. Some might say muddy. Don't know if we're getting into territory like that, but glue metaphors that were being used. I think that's the current trend.
Aye. Truthfully though,
5 stinger strat.
A bit shocking, these rounds slipping away. But it's a force for energy again, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Just trying to take fight straight to them. Important that they win this one, but they've sent Mata in to basically die by himself. Maybe hoping to catch one of the anchoring to be players. A lot of util again expended out towards the A site. NRG trying to make.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Cross into a lot of this one here, but just spamming away with the stingers. There's no real clear game plan, man. This is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, they really thought that fake into B was going to do more, but Melzer took care of business on his own with the paranoia. All those A players just stuck to their guns and held onto the site. It's a really strange position now. And even with Verno trying to go over into the C site, he's going to end up running into trips or that camera down C long. Not much of a chance here for him.
Yeah, he will have an open site at least working for him. Crew in this spot just stacking up towards A, making sure they don't give away any solo fights. Chances for Verno to get back into it. Happy to play the retake, but they see that dart on their minimap.
Well, he's not long.
Position. It's going to be a tough ask of him, Melzer. Probably going to be the first to take that contact as he is the lowest player, and the rest of them just swinging straight from behind.
I am really
and now they're broke.
NRG. Clearly, their read has been that they can win these rounds on the force by round 2. Not sure if it's just a thing they feel comfortable on because they got. I mean, obviously because they got the plant down, but maybe thinking that Kesnet is always going for this outlaw. They think they can overwhelm him. He can only get 2 shots off.
But it just if you think he's going for the outlaw, wouldn't that prioritize you?
You'd think
saving money so you can get full armor rather than just trying to go down to half armor all the time. I mean, it's a head scratcher. I mean, it screams of a bit of disrespect. Maybe not realizing where things are going wrong ever so slightly. Listen, NRG have got hitters on that team. They can shoot back with a lot of that roster. But this is Crew. Setting themselves up nice and pretty. NRG barely anything to work with coming into this one as they did just kind of topple the economy.
I would say the good news for NRG is even though after these 2 losses, it's not like Crew are snowballing in the ult game ahead of them. It's relatively even when you're looking at those power ults of the Breach Sova on both sides.
They fucked up so hard. What the fuck?
Farm up. Yeah, okay. Little jump spot. Seeing where the cam is.
So far, wherever Mata's been, it has not been the hit. Mata has just been the complete fake out. Although, yeah, Kesnet walking up into A lobby. It's going to be a permanent problem for NRG. Because they'd have to spend money to use a drone here to clear that out if they wanted to.
Oh,
he sees just a shoulder.
It's just a bad smoke.
He has to respect this start. He'll have to play backwards. Doesn't know if anybody else is lurking up, so he has to call for reinforcements as well. But NRG set the sights over towards B.
Yeah, and
wait, that smoke was on purpose.
Done from backside from Azino, so you're not getting in there. Let's try A. Okay, let's not do that. Okay,
yeah, okay.
Maybe garage.
What is the pivot?
Maybe garage.
Okay, broken.
Okay.
No, maybe Silong. Yeah.
Anyone there?
No way. There's no way there's anyone there.
There's a cypher there.
Yep.
There's breach.
Siphon softens and yeah, okay. Play's putting a stop to it. So NRG can finally play an honest game after this, at least get some guns into their hands that potentially win them around. But I mean, so far from what I'm seeing, it's I don't know.
What?
Attack side
Mata's opping? Okay, to be fair,
he swapped it back.
Okay, I was gonna say
5-0.
Off of the ultimate, which gives them some better options, and he knows that Kesnet, I believe, still has that outlaw in hand. So not
They're
so bad
pinging out
for the
on the minimap right now as well. The unbreakable trip position.
That one down C long.
Yeah, but they're actually turning it a bit further forward.
Wait, that's a breakable trip.
Yeah, it's very breakable, but oh my, okay. Listen, outlaw in hand. A lot of targets onto half arm. It doesn't really matter for Kesnet apparently. He's all headshots today. We'll respect it though. Keep up the sight. Dart just tagging up, few stray bullets as well. Kesnet barely survived.
Wait, they died to body shots anyways with Outlaw. They're all light shield.
Win this critical round for NRG.
He's revealed his hands.
Ah!
A little bit too early. Oh my goodness, the bullets going all over the place. The paranoia is excellent, and it's just sweeping right through the man. NRG. Listen, it's the Vamos.
Wait, can I still vote?
This is crew here to play, but NRG, dare I say, not really turning
2 million to NRG.
That was almost a collat, Ren. Yeah. And then Finesse.
What's going on? Surely you want the distraction of the side players there for Finesse to get a backstab going. I don't understand why he's...
At least I can take my nap early after this.
There's a lot going wrong there. It's hard to say. I think he took a shot against Kesnet in mid. I don't know if he missed or it was like a dink or something through the wall. Didn't quite see his HP, but yeah.
Timeout called. I mean,
clearly. You also have a situation where on site, there's 3 players in a line default getting triple paranoid.
Bro, NRG haven't played an honest round yet. They played like a pistol, they forced, they lost it.
Wait, who was on NRG last year? It was Demon 1 and who?
This is a timeout taken for not tactical reasons, I don't think.
Yeah.
NRG 2024 roster.
You know, the setup's going to be in terms of where you're putting the cyber trips, I guess, but
it was Demon 1 and...
It's a rough one for NRG, it really is.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm looking at from NRG's perspective coming to this timeout, you are looking for tactics. What I've noticed so far from crew is their A side has been relatively
Marv and Demon 1.
And they've shown some util early, but then they
and Chet left? Okay, that's who the coach was. It was Chet.
In those rounds, so I think NRG may be thinking back to the pistol round, to the round 3, where they got players all the way up into sewers. Might want to start challenging that area of the map again.
And Crashies in here.
And normally, you know, backside of NRG's timeouts, crew have had a good adjustment or a good read, I think.
Yeah.
Mata used to be in.
Here, just a fault line.
But they
actually a dart as well.
They do have that Cypher trip on A long that we saw back in the pistol round, round 2.
I have no idea.
Mata breaks the timing though at a fault line, so he's gonna get straight past potential stun. Dart clears most of A long too. Still, as you mentioned, A long trip.
Yeah, NRG are really expecting a refight into long right now. That's why they made so much noise and then froze and are playing in positions where Som wouldn't be hit by a flash, making sure multiple players can't be stunned at the same time. But crew, contrary to NRG's expectations, have done nothing. They've just rotated a Sova over here and are waiting for someone to walk in.
We're almost down to that minute mark. Drone was expended earlier from NRG, traded out now by crew, get a bit of information just to tag into it, but
I really like that crew are playing this slowly though, because I think sometimes NRG can work themselves out of rounds when the opponents don't give them clear info.
Hunter's Fury, where's this one being offloaded? Just from the trip being broken, it's okay, just offload it, but you're not getting any tags of it. I don't really like the way that Diverso
it's making crew think that it's an A hit because surely Sova hits someone if it's a stack on C.
What is occurring here? I mean, just jumping around, Mata's making all the noise into the world, and you're right. The crew players have already ran over.
They don't think it's C because it's Mata.
Yeah, really, at its best. Mata to galvanize and all, but there's no targets to really try and fry.
And he jumps over this.
Now he can glide over the first trip, boost over the next. Look at Garage though.
They missed the timing.
Hold on.
Into Garage fight yet. Melza dropped in his place. Ethan and Verno just colliding and clashing straight into them. Kesnet though, to bullet to the back of Som.
Okay.
Was not expecting it. Deep up, tucked onto the side. Players on through main, need to try and defend them. Dodging, weaving this way and that. Verno can't survive for much longer though. Still 2v2. Getting off onto the side here. Versus onto that forward angle, double swing in the face, and the play finally.
Okay, we're on the board.
NRG winning
oh shit!
Out on this map.
There we go. NRG on the board, and it comes off that Garage fight. Again, Ethan has been pretty stellar in a few of these rounds. Back on Abyss, he was the sole reason I think why that first half went so well for NRG. Here it's that walking back into the space. Those players sort of coming one by one out of window. And just getting in front of crew's retake, I think, has been effective previously in this series.
Grouped up though. 5 players of NRG looking over towards C. It's a trip to deal with. They don't have anything for it, but Shock Dart might be able to deal with it. Flash into the face of Kesnet. That is
wait, he didn't get anyone? Oh, he did. Okay, he was jumping.
Oh my, trip wasn't dealt with. It's gonna be chewing them all the way up, but they finally break it. And that's a breach shot to try and flood the way all the way in. Crew gonna try and fight this one too and nail, but not gonna be finding any targets. Sitting ducks potentially to the front of the site. It's a quick pivot from NRG.
Yeah, NRG have to go into A because you can't stop and re-hit C because you just use so much util. Clearing out that up again would not be easy. That said, the rotates have already started coming in from Crew. Mazzino's going to have a stun online pretty soon as well. I don't know if NRG can full excel into this.
Yeah, and Verso smoking his face. He knows what's occurring.
He has the stun again.
He's already there. Stun, swinging straight into it. It needs to be supplemented with a little bit more. There's damage done to a few of these players. The counter spam is good. Kesnet there with the knives. Smoke at his feet just to try and buy them a bit of safety. 3 versus 3. Plan has to be stuck here. How about Ethan? Front line back online for him. Can try and slow down his approach. The paranoia. Be traded out evenly for it. Smokes into the face of these Crew players. Gonna be finding it hard to get damage done, but Kesnet, Sky, he's a wrecking ball man, just absolutely lighting them all up. 5-1 being as
wait, how?
This is Crew.
Whatever.
They're on an onslaught, man.
I didn't put my points in. I don't care who wins.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Damn.
There are 4 people in the back row right now hitting a higher decibel than all of the NRG fans in this studio, Brent.
It's almost like a library. Take me back to the lock-in finals.
The Crew fans are insane.
The Crew, they got that confidence, man. The way that they're taking these fights, it's rapid as well, trying to flood defend in. They're being mobile. Always following the action. It's a rifle in the hands of Mata, putting the hopes and dreams into just his hands, as the rest of the money just really isn't ideal for it. Dart gets the tag. Players are up. Adverso could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, calling it a ton of breach utility just to get these players from Crew back on site.
Players are on. They want to try and square up to it. Straight up into the smokers. What Mazzino! God almighty, target rich environment. Doesn't even sell it properly. God damn, Mazzino. Listen, we love a good eco ace. We do love a good eco ace.
How the fuck is NRG still in the league, dude? I don't get it.
Unreal Mazzino, hero of the last round. Now he's coming away with the I-Buy power ace. Just gnarly. I mean, they're just running at him one by one.
Why he classic right click? Like,
impressive work.
You can follow I-Buy power on social media as well. Hashtag unlock your ace.
bruh.
Win multiple prizes
Alright,
already to rounds begin.
end the
We are
game.
4
Just
seconds
FF.
in. Clash to be had. One of the first rounds where Kesnet isn't really just holding down the ace by himself. Instead, this time it's the Verso.
NRG really worried about the op purchase, using the camera and the drone to clear short and long respectively.
Gotta respect it. Mata's got one of his own. Tag side op to see if they can pull it all apart here. Deep cam in through short. Rest of the team creeping up behind it, up through a long Adverso. It's an off angle.
Finesse loses this. NRG can't take the site without short control. It's a straight up 1v1.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult. Sure. Finesse's timing needs to be taken when the rest of his team can potentially get back up onto the site. Walls propped up, aftershock to try and push them back and away. NRG are not committing.
But they're gonna have to.
Deep anchor smoke, paranoia now sweeping through.
Dude, why is FNS let bro retire, dude?
Peace of mind and safety to get straight back in and make this defense possible. They swarmed it now. Entirely up onto the site, reveals across the board. How the hell are you getting away with that, McCom? At least some, I should say.
You know, at least they're not gonna get 13-0.
Firepower to do it. 7-1, man. 7-1.
This is hate. This is NRG's map pick.
I mean, in this round, they get info 5 players over towards A lobby. Sir Omens walked all the way down in C. Crew can stack into the site. Winning that fight down short with Adverso too, just full running and gunning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just disrespectful. But it makes the round straight up unplayable for NRG.
It's gonna be a short day potentially.
Dude, yesterday was so long.
The way the maps are going, timeout force from NRG. Second one.
And earlier is also a 2-0.
And I'm sorry, but we are 8 rounds into the game.
Well, at least he's smiling still.
Yeah, he's on one.
9-1.
This is more than adjustments that need to be made for NRG, I think, at this point, because rushing into a lot of these plays, there are just gaps, I think, in terms of what they're trying to do.
I think they need a new coach.
Overall, credit to Crew for capitalizing on it. Listen, it takes still a good team, I think, to be able to jump on the opportunities when you are handed them.
It seemed like NRG really thought that their straight-up side hits were going to be able to overwhelm Crew, and I think if you'd looked at some of Crew's VODs, okay, maybe you could see that where a certain piece of utility not being, you know, turned away from, or Silver Darts being broken, maybe you think, yeah, we can get in there, it can be no problem, but they've been stalled out.
I feel like Sam is losing on purpose so he can just go back to streaming.
And it doesn't look like a real strategic shift. They probably want to send more players into short, or have Mata end up re-clearing, wrapping around long back into short.
Yeah.
That has to change, even if it's going to be another full send.
The attack side op has not worked for them this time. It's Rifles, half armor, Guardian in play, scrapping together by Deep Smoke and Verso. You really disrespecting this? You've lit up multiple players, man. You know that they're taking A lobby. He doesn't care.
He's up 7-1. You know, it's working for him.
He's up 7-1.
He's not gonna pause. Now, I do like the NRG show that heavy presence, but this time are working into mid. Problem is, Keznet's been holding this op in mid the last couple of rounds. No one's been there, so they don't actually know that the op is lying in wait.
He pushed up so far. No way. No way.
Shies right from behind. It's a dagger to the back for Verno.
How do Crew just find every angle?
It's crazy.
The round NRG finally separate. Crew are just walking at them.
Reading these adjustments to a degree as well, just understanding that NRG, okay, well, they haven't been breaking any of our Cypher util that we've had spread across the map. Out of the timeout.
That's true.
Slower pace for NRG called.
His trip is on C and his cam is on A.
So now Finesse calls a freestyle round. Like, can I find something down C?
Yeah, it's...
Our Spike is going to group up with teammates back into mid.
Scooby-Doo round, that's how I like to call it. Everyone's split up and just try and get anything done.
Literally. Even throwing that front B smoke to be like, hey, maybe we could be lurking here. They're trying to bolt players, but Crew are not fooled.
Well, they're going to go into the C split. Anchoring, tough position. Melza there could have potentially got a lot done. This is NRG. Okay, pressure's on and mounting, but sometimes that's when you perform at best. These Crew players swept away just like that. NRG set themselves up now into the 4v2 spot. Tagged up, Mazzino trying to get ahead of the time when he was tagged up by him. Maybe there was a chance for it. Verso might still want to go for this. You've got the money. You're one away from the ult. Might as well. Eco damage also pretty important, considering how much NRG have been against the
I don't know why he didn't. Oh!
Coming through, knife out. Nice and simple for Mata.
3 ults.
7 to 2.
7 to 2!
Getting alive back in here.
We doubled our rounds.
NRG, I mean, credit to them to find a way out of this round. Mata getting a
My hair is so damaged.
kills there. It is funny though, the other round that NRG won also came down to a big garage fight.
Yeah.
That time was in a post plant. That area of the map is working out for them.
Yeah, nice amount of ults as well. War chest is filled up for NRG. If there's a chance to start stringing together a few more rounds where that came from, it's here and now.
First look at an op down short though. Keznet's got that. Pushed back and no one to break the dart.
A heavy emphasis by Crew being placed over towards A as well. Normally playing with just one player here, but NRG are nowhere near.
Yeah, remember, Crew have never shown the refight into A just yet, so this time seeing that drone, NRG quickly accelerating into garage. Right in the corner,
Melta's
and he gets it!
Ethan's there, quick on the trigger, just trying to trade this one out. TP through into the back of the site. And Verno supplementing with a bit of extra firepower. This is the C site now cracked open.
It's garage. That's what's been working for NRG. And again, Finesse is waiting there. He's got a trip in window. Now the ult to push players off the spike.
Hunter's Fury. Doesn't get too much. It's not comboed up with a fault line just to try and slow a player down. It's a bit instinctual from Crew, but that leaves openings if the discipline isn't quite there. And NRG are just trying to hold this one down. It needs to be a little bit of coverage surely for Verno to try and at least stick this one. You're losing gunfights up onto long. The players are already into the site. Oh my!
It's okay, 9-3 half, and then we win the game.
Man, Crew just seizing a timing. They just barely dodged away from a paranoia and instantly started shift walking out from spawn off the back of it. Caught NRG sort of in transition. They were trying to retreat back into long, get the spike down at the same time, because they thought they had 3 extra seconds. They absolutely did not.
Just losing these critical fights. The overall game plan has started around, I mean, listen, reel your mind back, but it started similar to how NRG won that prior.
2-9 some, 2-8. Let them retire. 65%.
I'm sorry, Red won 63% of 4v5s they had last map.
Is that correct?
That's what it said.
Something's going wrong there for NRG.
All right, spike out in front B.
Here is a tempo increase. Oh no. Oh no. Team forced by Som, just trying to cut up these angles as well. Anything to try and close that gap, Mada. Okay, his team needed that.
Hold on, there's a flanking window. Kesnet pushed all the way out into long and has an op.
Still, the smoke not going to be dissipating. Doesn't look like any time soon. The rest of his team, NRG, happy to play up close and personal now onto the side. But he's giving good information for the rest of his team. They're going to know that they're playing.
Can you wobbing that?
So you can see patience with the play that he's playing. This is all just from
You can wobbing that, no?
Position. Util out into the hands. Mada already got 2 for the better here. NRG aggro. The aggression kills toppled here and damage done to the final few players. It's Verno closed that one out. So 8-3. There's one more chance. Potentially round out the scoreline here.
Nah, 9-3. Let them win, and then we win the game. You know.
That second timeout, rather. Even with Som TPing up there. Mada with a good flash combo into backside. Sliding out there with the zappy hands.
You gotta lose the battle to win the war. Let them have it.
And now they've got a Rolling Thunder online as well. NRG could seriously put some momentum to back them up heading into the second half. But it's going to start with the mid-walk. First time for Crew.
Straight onto the open. Fault line up. Gotta respect that one. Still the dash active for Kesnet. He could go walkabouts if he really wants to, but no. Dashes back, respects it. Aftershock.
Wait, these... I just realized neither of these teams play Teho.
A whole lot spent. Even a flash towards backside trying to distract players in Garage. No one's distracted.
Finesse is taking first contact, trying to play off of this. Drone swinging wide, skates on the feet of Ethan, but he had the shot not called for! My God, Ethan is really going to have to barrel himself and his team all the way through this. But anything to bail them out.
The round is so awkward, though, because NRG can't accelerate into C. They don't have long control. They've got to walk into B, and Ethan's got 2 HP.
There's a minute left. Definitely slow this one down if you want to. But
don't get audio of the backside player.
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
Out. Mada takes that point and that contact, and now a quick move over towards the A site. Seems to be aware that Melz is not going to be really anywhere near this one, but Melz has also got tools to play with. Paranoia still. Smoke's going to be regenning. Too sure when, but at some point soon. He's got one back.
With the HP, he only needs 3 bullets to get 2 kills.
Ult online if he wants the information on top of it. Doesn't choose to use it though, it's all contact for now. Anything to hunt out these players. Smoke to try and divide up this site. Planted in an awkward spot here. Paranoia now, he does reveal his hands and there's players towards his back now. All it takes is the first peek and the timing. Ethan.
Smoke up in 2.
He's holding his util out.
Oh!
Spots Mada. Stuns up, avoids, dodges it. At this point, you're running out of the Wincon stun landing, and I believe that circle is shrinking.
What?
And he knows it. Yeah. It's a bit whiffy, but listen, a bit comical.
What?
Maybe even clowny, but listen, they get the round at the end of the day.
I feel like wait, that wasn't part of the script though. You gotta lose.
I mean, Ethan again in this garage spot, finding 3 kills. That wasn't easy at all. And importantly, staying alive with that ultimate. That made all the difference.
Okay.
It's an elimination match, by the way.
It is an elimination match, as a reminder. Yeah, it is.
I don't know if he knows that, but...
Well. Lot of giggles so far, but listen, we're only just getting started. The second half coming soon.
Oh. Yeah, there's no Tejos. Wait.
This is Crew leading by a map already in this.
It's gonna be Lev versus MIBR?
For NRG to claw their way back begins here with a pistol, round 13.
And so far this series, it's 0 for 3 for NRG on their pistol.
Oh my god, there were no Tejos today? That's crazy.
Finding 3 kills miraculously and winning the round. And now NRG are coming into this round against a Kesnet who's been dropped to Ghost. He's got the
South NA.
full-on raid boss on the attacking side. It'd be very important for NRG to shut him down, and really it's Mata that would likely be fighting him solo towards the A side.
It's an almost identical setup to what Crew themselves are running. Just a trip to try and hold off over towards A long.
There's only one person on A.
Garage window. There could be a breach stun that helps Mata out all the way across that corner, stunning up all of short.
Oh, now the util though. Tripping their face. They weren't aware of this one. Yeah, gets the tag and the stun. Follows up through, off to the side. Mata. Gotta respect this now as well. Plays himself back and away. There's a smoke. Potentially if he wanted to just try and take another peek, but no. Plays his life now for that retake.
Wow, Finesse caught a pretty killer timing in mid. There was only a camera, and Cypher was not clicked into it. So him on the flank is going to be somewhat unexpected.
If he hits his shots, though.
He didn't pull the paranoia, though. Out of Mel's hands. He's got this one for the retake, but it looks like a lot of players out through heaven. Mata's already picked off the one. Rotations to be made.
That means no one to watch the flank, so Finesse's timing here is going to be immaculate.
Yeah, he's looked his way all the way back.
Okay, but he has to hit his shots.
Trying to bait the Diverso's not into this corner, and it's worked ever so slightly. Colliding and clashing. Finesse, you got to do a lot into that spot. Verno!
Okay, he hit one person.
And they got it done. Some said it was impossible. But a pistol round for NRG, 8-5.
They made it happen. And straight up, the two major things there. Again, Cypher camera in mid. As the sight hit is going down, that's when Finesse chooses that timing to make the mid lurk happen. So he sneaks past that. And then second, I think it's Verno, or sorry, it was Mata that gets the kill on the sole flank watch down on long to let him get in there. Even then, it came down to be close because Crew were trying to fight towards spawn, but really, Finesse finding that walk-up opportunity paved the way.
No forces on the side of Crew.
Ooh, hero rifle.
Into this.
I love this.
It's a lighter play, isn't it? Just set up. It's not quite a hero rifle, but you know, he can do some damage.
Yeah, we saw C9.
No, that's a hero rifle.
And with 4 players on light armor, that's double body shot to get kills with the Guardian.
Yeah, definitely is. Jump spot. Ooh, okay. Now he's revealed the hands.
Wait, sick.
Drop down.
Okay, it is.
I do like that Mod is going for this boost, jumping out of heaven onto default over to triple. Sometimes you can disregard that ability when you're not playing against a gen on the other team, but he's already conditioning Crew that he likes to play up there.
It's a lot of pings down over towards short. Looks like just calling out that Ethan can fault line it and re-clear it if they need. Crew are taking this one slowly, steadily. It's good information on the eco as well. You can try and poke and prod and see where the defensive setup is. Gives you information to work with in later rounds.
We're so patient here. They don't want to finish into B. They're trying to catch over rotations.
This is going to be rough though. Ooh, or not. Okay.
Very awkward, because right now Shy is down short. Mata's pushed up into lobby. Mata would have no idea, but there's also no reason for Shy to really turn around.
Yeah. It's a weird one. Just being flicked constantly just in case there is that push. Deep fault line out up towards the front. Plant, melts it, sticking it out through the back. That's Verno taking a peek. And with the weapons in hand.
Okay.
Light work onto a multitude of players here, and Shy being that backup plan. Not really too much you can do.
Yeah, Shy was spending most of the round taking picks for the gram in mid. Not too influential in that one. But that's important. I mean, NRG having a flawless round there. Finesse, I don't know. Did Finesse actually shoot the judge? I don't remember if I even.
I feel like they only have strats for defense and no strats for offense.
Held his ground in garage the entire time. Didn't indicate that he had that weapon.
It's going to be a very nice bonus round here for NRG. At least in terms of the money, which has been a rarity so far.
For sure. Wow, look at Crew, by the way. They're on a Guardian and a Stinger because they know there's an Outlaw on the other side, so they're low buying to make sure they have the heavy armor.
Yeah. It's definitely putting Crew into a pinch. Smokes are going out here. Cam dealt with. Whoa, taking a peek. Danger.
Oh, no.
Definitely danger there, too.
Stinger
through the
spam
wall.
into garage. Silly.
Stinger.
And by the way, trap setup. There's a camera finesse is looking through.
What does oh?
And also can just shoot you
It's
with the
because I bought the Guardian.
It's definitely going to be favored. Players start walking straight back into him, judge in hand.
I mean, Som could also send a Paranoia to help him out after his first shot. There's a lot of ideas for NRG.
John's going to surely tag. Yeah, they've seen it. Okay.
Chị đây, chị vừa đi làm về.
Well, those ideas were on paper.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice, Mata. Okay, where'd that come from? Catching everybody unaware.
So the thing is, finesse. He's more of a
Dude, it's like Mata and Friends. It's literally like Oxy and Cena.
Yeah, that's what he's in charge of.
Yeah.
Everyone else is so useless.
Yeah. The Guardian 3Ks, winning the bonus. Yeah.
Chị làm thứ 7. Yep. Ngày tuần nào cũng đi làm thứ 7. Nhưng mà ấy, đi làm thứ 7 là nhiều tiền hơn.
NRG are not out of the danger zone just yet, but another kill might be enough to do it. Listen, ult earns and why not? Kisnet's low enough. They stand their ground.
Whoa! He ace?
Bonus converted.
Shit.
And at this point, NRG might just be right back into it.
Mata getting back involved.
Yeah.
Mata with another high power ace in this game. Man's on fire.
That's just music. Get another ult.
The only one. He wanted a chance himself, and he really did that all on his own.
That's an power ace.
Oh.
There you go.
Wait, you can.
Edge. Oh,
what?
Another headshot, and then smooth with it.
21.
That's what you need to convert the bonus.
So different. I'm so different. So different.
He's 21 and 10. He's 21 and 10 currently. Probably deep into. Oh no, not quite. Time is ticking.
The crazy thing too is he was doing this in their series against 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
In a close series, putting up ridiculous numbers, stepping up when the team needs him.
It's the only reason why they won, I guess.
Crew with a tempo increase here. Straight and forwards. Classics out just in case the word trips close and forwards. Aftershock. Narrowly avoided. That's taking a bit of damage from it. Cuts it up though. There's a Paranoia and a flash forward. He's spamming away. Reinforcements. Players are drifting into the side to try and help and assist. Heavy presence actually just from these NRG players. TP forwards. Melzo.
Thì chưa ăn tối.
Drifting in and out.
Đã không biết ăn gì đây.
NRG with a pretty heavy handle on things.
Sao tìm ra nấu bánh mì?
Doesn't get away from them.
I mean, bringing things all back up to even. Good stuff. Now.
Chị sắp về Việt Nam rồi.
That was just stingers for them. Got the rifle here,
but đời quá chẳng mới về Việt Nam.
Paranoia catching Kisnet on his way out. Was still able to find the first kill.
What point do we start to think back as well to the last time that Crew was playing on Haven? The difficulties they were having on attack.
True.
Because it's 4 rounds in a row, a timeout called for Crew as well. When they played against Loud, they really struggled, I think, with just Loud making sure they filled up all the
nhà em kiểu gì?
slow attack play of Crew. They couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Xong chị về Việt Nam, xong chị đi Thái luôn, rồi còn đi Nhật nữa.
There's a lot of these moments where in mid rounds, either a drone's not clearing a corner or a smoke's just off, or you're not quite expecting that walk down. And
chị vào net đó, chị có vào net đâu.
Extensively about working on holding that A lobby control. It's something that NRG can try to poke and prod with, but I like that you mentioned too that NRG aren't just limiting their options to that side.
Đợt này về mang máy tính về.
With those mid walks too.
Không phải máy tính này, kiểu laptop ấy. Ủa nhìn mặt chị đây này.
Just taking a gander at that scoreboard. Listen, it's a heavy-handed performance by Mata.
Oh, it's 8-8.
Just near the bottom, but again, doesn't really matter about the scoreboard at the end of the day. What matters is that you win the maps.
I think finding a way for Kisnet to get involved here early as well. Hasn't been having his typical blistering performance on the attack side.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a big fight for A lobby here. I mean, NRG are fully stacked, 4 players ready to go.
You can see that clash. The bar here. Fault line, but just holding. This is going to be a re-clear protocol by NRG. That's going to be put away though.
Ok, tí đi xem điện thoại chị đang sạc.
Onto Kisnet.
Really patient.
Rồi đi làm về, hết sạch pin.
Waiting. It's going to be disrupted. Both teams just playing a game of chicken, honestly. Just seeing for signs of life to see if they can go for this refight play. And NRG have missed their moment. Patience by Crew.
Yeah. Moving into garage, finesse with the
Wait!
What? Oh my,
What?
Finesse is just out of there.
Adversity did the same thing in their game versus Loud, and Crew lost a round for
This
it.
time not punished though.
What?
Moment of relief. Deep breath.
What?
It's kind of miserable for NRG. They have no garage control, no B control. They've got a stack on A. Luckily for them, that's where Crew are going, but it's really uncomfortable to play this round out now.
It's a fantastic read though. Stacking a lot of players up and forward. So they have players ready though to deal with a lot of this. That stun is lovely.
Ok, chúc mừng năm mời em.
Lovely pre-aim as well, just anticipating the movement and the positionings of Kesnet. Hunter's Fury. Nothing to be found with it. Just going to be throwing almost anything into this fight here, but already one step ahead is NRG. He's going to take that raw gunplay in hand.
Oh my god!
Son was cutting up these angles. And now NRG, one round ahead. I don't know who made that call, but maybe Finesse himself as well. I think just reading that the drone was coming through and they didn't end up killing him. That's fake pressure.
I mean, truthfully, I think this is the way you beat Crew. You have to find
Like
those
what?
little angles because when the first team's in sight,
He didn't even see Finesse there that entire time, but he backed away.
Yeah.
I genuinely think it was that. The fact that they didn't end up chasing down Finesse and killing him, going into like a C split, a C execute or whatever, but
yeah.
It's just an instantaneous read. Okay, they gave us A pressure at the beginning. They've taken A control this entire time.
Okay.
We're able to root them out.
Interesting.
Cool.
And now Crew forced down onto Sheriff, just get absolutely slaughtered down long.
He's gonna need heroics. Just peeking around here. There's Cage at the feet of Shy.
Oh my god, no!
Up though. I'm anticipating that. It's a stun to potentially save you, but okay.
Oh, right click.
Quick play by Kesnet.
I think.
Knives expended though as a result of it, and those guns not necessarily retrievable, but maybe if they can way in. Okay, he's found himself something.
Okay.
But though from multiple angles, Hunter's Fury even just being used to try and help them out. Push back the attackers. First are still finding one in the chaos.
Wait.
Bit shocking. And now that front beak
I thought that would have killed him.
again makes it very hard because you can't guarantee which side a player could have lurked on out from that. So NRG have to stay grouped up around mid, cover all their bases. That's going to let Crew get this walk down over onto the C site.
Yeah, 38 seconds to play with.
Now, truthfully, Ethan still has 2 flashes. There's a recon. Ethan's stun will be back up for the retake.
30 seconds left.
Crew's best chance would have been if they could walk up and actually get some space on the site before planting, but they don't have time for that.
No, Ethan's going to put a stop to this most likely, almost immediately. It's picture perfect. Crosshair placement. Lovely with a jump spawn as well. A little bit of a glimpse of prime Ethan there, I think, as well. The thing that really separates him as a player is just the game sense. He had peace of mind. They knew the garage was controlled up.
I mean, he's been really standout.
Timeout.
I think even in the loss on Abyss, he was strong.
Modern 27.
The impact kills he has been getting are massive. Even a couple rounds back, he was finding the first kill on a Kesnet, executing onto the A site, jumping in through the sky.
Yeah.
That helped all his teammates flood in, all his teammates that were stunned up. He's been very steady, and I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of crazy that him and Mata combined got 43 kills this game.
You're joking.
Those two players have 43.
Okay.
The rest of the team's got 19 combined.
That's quick math. I mean,
I can add.
Second
That's quick math right there.
Visa timeout, and it's 6 rounds in a row for NRG. The map at this point has gotten out of hand to them, and it's the same difficulties with just the overall slow play that Crew are just trying to embody on their attack side, work the map a little bit. It's getting away with them.
It's kind of always been the Crew story, at least to me on their attacking side, where I think Crew succeed when their lurk players are feeling very good finding their windows, you know? Back in the day, Kesnet would play this Jet, and it was all about him finding lurk opportunities. And towards the end of last year, they sort of changed their tune, because all of a sudden Kesnet was playing a lot more of the Neon. Jet was fading out of the patch. They were working a lot more on these full exec hits, these faster rounds. But they've away from that
23%.
Jet ideas, and it just hasn't quite worked in those details of their sight hits. That's where NRG are finding the pockets where they can play and not be spotted out.
Interesting stat about Ethan. Believable, to be honest. I mean, he's definitely one of the smartest players that we got in the Americas League, for sure, just in terms of his game sense.
I really like how he positions himself on sites. But Crew, this will be a big one for them. Down to nothing on the money. Splitting over towards this C side, but Ethan backplat still has stun. If they try to come out of garage, they're getting killed.
Do they have anything to try and punish finish this one here. Who's taking the contact? Ethan was holding Util, yeah! No one was holding for it. Ethan didn't feel safe to even do that. Paranoia does sweeping forwards. Oh, no way. Patience and discipline at its core. Sky has just absolutely saved the day for them. You can scurry away and try and save that gun. Still,
Wow.
Spike
Wow.
dropped down into the middle of nowhere.
Alright, we're getting map 3, I guess.
Lots of breakdown, honestly.
I mean, talk about
I have
Ethan
no
being in the right
faith.
position.
Yeah.
Zero faith.
You never expect Finesse to have teammates around him when he's anchoring a site. Loves to play on his own side.
I was going to say, there are chances for Melzer, maybe potentially with the ult, but
yeah,
he doesn't even want to go for it.
I think it's better just to keep the gun, but that's a long time to try and survive.
Cover going out.
But again, like that round, I think demonstrated everything. Okay, minus Ethan, you know, putting a.
They're not even going for it.
Wrong opportunity. But again, Crew find the opening kill, and back plat, that spot you've got to clear. But because it's Finesse, the guy they're taking down, they see him be the one they take. They don't expect anyone else to be hanging out on the weak side of the map.
And I got to give credit again to NRG. I think even though the setup did have gaps, as we saw, I mean, FNS got caught, relatively unaware.
Yeah, that's just a small execution error, because there should have been a stun.
Yeah, they read or at least something to take contact off of the stun. You know what I mean? Rather than just, you know, Finesse dropping off of logs. But Crew out of timeout, they make the call, okay, we're going to start to remove some of this garage util so that they don't have as much information to work with. They go towards it, but Finesse has already moved his setup up over towards the C site. Both trips moving over to at least play over towards that direction. So NRG is they're one step ahead currently.
That they are. Flawless second half, and it's complete inverse of Abyss.
Yeah.
That one finished 13-8.
8-11 already.
Curious if Mod is just going to be holding window here with the op in mid. Because NRG have really switched up their setups. It's a solo Ethan towards C. It's Mata holding just to make sure Som can get into the cubby. It's a full bait setup for the Omen.
Oh!
Dude, Mata is going to be pushing 30 kills at this point almost, surely. This guy...
No, he's pushing 40. He's pushing 40 for sure.
Double face up, jump spot almost punished.
Here comes Mata.
To go for another peek. And why not? Stunned up, slow to a crawl. And what the second one is as well.
Yeah, give me another.
Dropped down. 30 kills reached for this guy. I wonder if his back's hurting yet.
Yeah, the net's closing in too with Som walking down mid.
Yeah, they know everything. This is going to be 12 for NRG. It's inevitable at this point. The exit's covered. And no even attempt to play for Crew. They just want to hold on to what little.
That's crazy. The comeback.
Rifle, if they even will be allowed to.
Yeah, at about
They have 2 ults.
15 seconds, the hunt is going to be on. Crew better hope they can hold their ground.
Now they're making a go for it. Seconds, and how important these guns are. NRG.
Smoke comes down, let's get moving.
Yeah. And they send it flying forward, still toppling a few of these players here, but Som just drifting in from the flank. Paranoia. Maybe expended. Can he keep this weapon in his hands? So damn important. It's going to be Util as well.
What?
Shorty in play. Oh. Yeah, it's a tight timing.
30 on Mata.
Worth it for NRG.
FNS is 4-14.
He's away.
Yeah, Melzer, genuinely, Melzer already had the ult, so it's NRG that are stacking orbs. Money didn't matter, and they got one of those guns taken away.
Mata is he's brutalizing.
Yeah, the op headshots really just adding insult to injury.
He got 4? He almost ace?
Up to 12. Not just a string of rounds, man. It's a whole collection of them so far. The defensive half has been all NRG. Crew have had no answer. The macro play and adjustments they've tried to make, NRG have always been one step ahead.
Yeah, once again, a weird setup. It's Mata and Som playing mid together. Ethan playing real deep. Can't tell if he's in heaven or in hell with that breach. Yeah, he's boosted up. So again, ready to get a pretty nasty stun line into long and counter this out.
I mean, not everyone can be a frogging IGL like John QT, you know.
Connect onto Verno, and he was isolated on a bit of an island. No Util to try and help him out there. A few taps. onto the spike now. Finally a committal.
Energy are going to take their time. They don't have, oh, look on the op. And Finesse has just broken the trip on the other side. So now Crew feel those walls closing in. It's Shy to try and find FNS here. And he catches him without a gun out!
Yeah, just not
What? He never have his gun out. I feel like he's doing it on purpose.
Out of flank. It's no longer a worry for these Crew players. Dart up and over. Paranoia on top of it. Som just trying to create an opening. Crack open the site from many different angles. A lot of openings still ready to be claimed. Ethan from the high ground, but he's just one man at this point. 1v2 scenario and damage done to him. Does he really want to try and play for this? Exit still valuable when the money is stretched thin. Playing to your outs even at this point of the game, but Crew, I was going to say breathing a sigh of relief. Maybe not at this point, to be honest, because it's still sketchy.
I think the money will still be a little bit awkward for them.
But at least they get a round win and at least they're still alive.
Yeah.
FNS, man. FNS. Let him retire. Holy fuck.
Those players out long because he wasn't hit by the breach ult on the other side. Might have been able to keep Verno alive on site. Hard to say. So Crew come into another one here. Couple light armors, a Guardian on Mazzino.
Yeah.
Problem is the ults are not working for them. Not yet anyways. Verso's still a couple off.
They play out towards a lobby. Take flight. Verno he's kind of hard committed onto the angle here, just droning this out. There's a lot of danger. Yeah, they're almost spamming him, almost like they knew.
It's weird too, because the Cypher util is all stacked on this A side. I think they want to play spam off those trips from heaven.
Yeah.
And have options to fight into mid in the mid round. You can even see Som has crept into C long for the time being.
Yeah, deep tuck position. A lot of mid round information. NRG can play with that. Good awareness and understanding. There's a minute mark here, and this is Crew just holding. They're hoping they're going to see that re-clear, because honestly, they've only seen this over. What they're expecting, I don't think they're be feeling out that they could be the Cypher setup.
But now the stun is back up. They're going to exit.
Start missed. Oh my god, it collided straight into the bricks up and over the top. They're going to be dodging most of these trips coming your way. Evanes gets spammed up in heaven. Oh dear. Still, it's not done and dusted just yet for NRG. Potentially still get back into this one, but it's going to be a bit harder when your Cypher setup was dismantled.
Oh, Mada's going for the flank. He's gotten up now, but he's going to pop that ultimate and speed up this flank. Not too long from now.
Heaven entirely open. No smoke available for it. Pre-aiming. Okay, keeping at the back of their minds the possibility of the darts in play.
Unless they're calling to save the 4v5.
Wow, okay.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
They don't want to give away ults. They also, I think in order to make this round win, they would have needed Mada to use his ultimate on that flank. And they weren't in a good enough position to rely on that. He was walking into a tripwire. At the end of the day, what they can also do, NRG, is they know they have 2 rounds to play with. Ethan's 3 orbs away from his ultimate. So they're going to make sure that he has that online at least in round 24. This also guarantees their bye. They should have a bye in both 23 and 24, carrying it through to the end of the half.
Well, 2 more chances for NRG. Setup was.
Why are they going to Light Shield?
Into it, I guess. You know, as you mentioned, they're trying to play spam off the trips from heaven, but it was Finesse who was the one who ended up going down instead.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a Vandal and just got counter spammed, or just straight up got counter spammed even without the bullet tracers.
Yeah,
that was
this
tough.
time. Heavy play from NRG, grouped up 3 players, making a go of things.
Oh yeah, game.
It was the drone and then nothing else. I was thinking maybe Ethan would hold the stun, but instead he wanted to get that orb. Remember, I was saying that he needs to get that orb this round, and that should guarantee him the ult in round 24.
Breaking the drone too. Flash connects. Ethan. A lot of util being expended here, but they want to hold this one with at least a few more of their players.
Drone out into mid from Verno's not going to see anything. He could stack A off of that. I think that's the right call.
Yeah. I guess hearing it. It's a cacophony of footsteps dashing forwards as well as a stun in place at his feet.
Oh, it's awkward.
Dart over towards the back this time. It is going to be dealt with. Players
it's awkward.
Back in. Verno's there, alive with the rifle in hand.
Okay.
Crouched up inside the smoke.
Oh, it's gonna be another game. I'm so tired, man.
Okay, and NRG take it one step further. We will be going to bind.
That is a fantastic fight back from NRG in the second half. Put together an absolute string of rounds, and it is led by the champion, Mada. 30 kills to 14 deaths. Ethan not too far behind them.
I mean, it's an absolute gulf between those two top performing players of NRG and the rest of their team, but at the end of the day, as I said many times during that map, it's the map win that matters. Elimination game here. These teams are not done just yet.
Remember this map was 7-1 at one point?
Yep.
For Crew?
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
I think Ethan really got some momentum back towards the end of the half, winning out a couple critical rounds in Garage. Yeah. And then from Mada's pistol to the ace,
bro.
Unstoppable.
Just a whole, I mean, a string of rounds on the defensive side here, of course. We're going to be going to a quick break on the other side of things. We will be going to find a lot of teams been floating that as an option. And 100 Thieves, they were looking mighty good on it with Mada on the raise. We'll see if there's a continuation of that form on map 3 in this elimination match, the America's Kickoffs.
Oxy is so cute. I want to go make ramen, but I don't have time. Are you sleeping? With pee on you still? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you, bitch. Eat it out of the pack? Nah, I gotta put egg on it. I gotta put green onion in it and garlic. And that's about it. I'm making chili oil ramen from TikTok.
Meanwhile, Xander presented with another 1v2. Oh, Van Silly, he does it again!
Welcome back, everyone, to VC.
Is that a banana? Who the fuck is eating?
Sustenance being had right now. As our players from Crew
Wait, what is going
took the L in map 2, but it was NRG's day, and guys, I did not see that coming.
You want
Given how NRG
like that?
came out of map 1 and how that first half looked, Emily.
Dude,
what
so
happened?
stupid,
the
man.
way they flipped the tables.
What happened ordering food?
Sorry.
On Crew.
On Crew.
There were too many options and I was too lazy to pick one, so I was like, I'll just pick ramen instead.
NRG with Mada there. Like, he can literally change the script of any game, and we just saw that live.
This is just normal, right? NRG, slow start.
I don't know, I was thinking of Korean or Thai food, and then I was like, I want Vietnamese food.
Yeah. It was still like a
But then I was like, I'll just make ramen.
Right? So it kind of
I don't know.
the slow start was going to be the end for NRG until we finally saw Ethan and also Mada just popping off again. And Mada continues once again to play poker. He's coming out with more aces again. Look at the aces on both of these players. Anchoring, opping, rotating the right spots. They were shutting down Crew, where unfortunately
Mada's the only reason why Energy won. Period.
But where did it fall apart, though? I mean, was it because look, genuinely, when you look at the stats, you know, like I'm
Wait,
a guy pop off.
whoever wins
Mada
plays
doesn't pop
against
off, what
who?
happens, right? Like, and
Loud.
that's part of what I'm thinking about as I go on the map 3, right?
Yeah.
Do you need Mata to be a superhero every single time in order for you to get the win? And
Yes, yes.
Is that realistic?
I mean, in this case, yes, I think Mata did have to step it up. I mean, they were getting picked apart on their attack, getting pushed. All the aggro plays crew was coming out with, insane. But then NRG just flipped that on them, did the exact same thing to them. The stuff that Mata was getting away with was phenomenal.
Yeah, it really was. And we had highlighted Ethan as well. I mean, everyone in that game had a highlight moment there, whether it was great calls from Finesse or incredible shots we were seeing from Mata. Really, truly breathtaking stuff from NRG. They managed to pick up the dub there, but let's actually hear what Melzer had.
Yeah, but FNS is still ass.
And why this kickoff tournament is so unpredictable.
Bueno, la partida de Energy yo creo que va a ser un reto. Para mí, antes de que comenzara el torneo kickoff,
I think it's just defense-sided. Attack is hard.
pero sorpresivamente mostraron como
Which is weird because it's a 3-sided map.
distinto a lo esperado, o sea, no eran como el equipo más fuerte que estaban demostrando ser antes. Entonces, para mí va a ser un juego difícil, un juego entretenido, y creo que el reto que tenemos que superar para volvernos campeones de este kickoff.
Oh my god, I hate fucking reading. Yeah, he needs to retire. Somebody let him rest. Him and Som need to retire.
And that's the thing. Even when
But like, I feel like Som is throwing on purpose.
For Haven, that was going to be very easy for Finesse to call. I usually would like to call this on the attack side. You know, with this 3-sided map, it's easier to defend.
Wait, what is?
Easier to move
It's
around.
Vine.
But
That's
you were
Mac is
just mentioning,
Vine.
it's not only just on Mata dropping big numbers, but it was also on the calls of Finesse potential to say,
What is
okay, well,
this?
here's your next spot, here's your next rotation. This is where the information I'm finding. Let's put Mata there, and you have a superstar player that's able to open things up, almost like Ye back in the prime.
Yeah, they retired. I don't know why they came back. I don't think they should have came back.
Massive pop-up performance for them for sure here. But now let's take a look at where we're going to next, because we have Bind on the horizon as our decider map here. Emily, what can people expect from our teams going into this one?
All my predictions today have been so off. And if you look at the performance from both teams, I was not expecting Crew to perform like that on Abyss. Like, that took me by surprise. I'm like, maybe 1 to 2 players pop off. I felt like all 5 of them were doing like their very best. Like, it was insane. And then we come back into Haven. Energy has this huge comeback. Vibes are up. You know, I think they could steamroll this in a Bind, but also if Crew plays like they did in Abyss, it could go either way.
And they can, because it's Bind. They might go into like a more standard comp, just like they did on Abyss on other maps like Split, for example. Well, they'll play a Sky, a Viper, but your Smoker is going to be a Brimstone. So you are once again going to be playing into Comfort Zone. But the thing is, on a
I want to see a Tejo
come out with something different,
and a Clove. I want to see Clove. Wait, was there Clove on Abyss?
But then pulling out a KO on Ethan, and that threw 100 Thieves for.
Did anybody play Clove today?
Maybe we're gonna see
No Clove, no Tejos.
That Adam was talking about too, how deep of a strat book and how much deep they've learned about the play
No.
of energy they could maybe counter.
What boring ass team comms.
Out there that I think is very worth talking
Vise is kind of interesting. Vise and wait, Vise.
If Crew cannot topple NRG here today, then
Vise and Abyss. Okay, that makes sense.
Sentinels. What chance do you have to be able to beat G2, right, Emily? So now, where do you go from here if you are Crew, composition-wise, even mentality-wise?
Mentality-wise, I think they really need
Yeah,
to get
these are
this
boring
win.
ass
Obviously, if they don't,
comms.
they're eliminated. But just as a team to push further throughout the year,
Feels like it's like a mental thing. Like they want
need this, or else I don't know what else they can do.
Yeah.
But the mental that you're talking about is a good thing, despite them like losing all these rounds on the their attacking side of Haven, and looking at how they played against such a prolific team and roster as
Stop
Energy.
yapping,
They
start the
didn't really falter or
game.
felt like they were suffocating under the aura of Energy. They played it just like any regular game, and they're hyping themselves out after every single one of these rounds. I think if they continue that type of we could do this mentality for Bind, they could definitely get the upset.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, they showed what they're capable of doing on Abyss. Hell, they were even showing what they were capable of doing on Haven in that first half, right?
At least on the one half, yeah.
Exactly. So there is, you know, a few glimmers of hope here, but I cannot help but go back and think about the fact that Mata dropped 30. Like it was nothing.
He is
and he just
him.
did it again. And he turns around and said he was him.
He is him, yeah.
Which, hey, you know, all credit to you,
Rightfully
Poppy.
so.
Do what you got to do. But I guess what really blows my mind here is the fact that in this NRG team were down in the dumps. It did not look good. And that right there, that win, that's grit. And that you can't teach that level of grit. And I genuinely got to turn to the two veterans on this team that have been there for a long time in the NRG organization.
Yeah.
It's definitely Finesse, keeping the troops in line.
No.
As
No.
well. Great moments in that last game as well, Vansily.
I think they're good as like coaches, but like I don't know, man.
It was towards the later tail end of that second half that we're starting to see Som able to anchor up and have great timings on the A side executes, that he's able to find those right timings, getting hit by util, but still avoiding all that util after and finding the timing for double or triple kills. So I think Som will still, no matter what, you know, it almost looked like he was going to pie as well in that game, but he didn't. And I think it doesn't matter at that point, right? And that's the veterancy and that's the confidence that you have and the experience that you have from years of playing in tactical FPS. It doesn't matter what the scoreline's going to be of what you could do personally. It's what util can you do to help your team to elevate and push towards that finish line. And he's able to do that still.
Yeah, and I'm genuinely curious to see what we're going to get out of the compositions here for both teams. You know, whether or not they throw a spanner in there, try something different, or if they just stick to their guns. But this game, Emily, is not how I thought. And I don't think anyone, I mean, even when you look at the predictions, I don't think anyone give it the time of day. But really, what a wild game we've been treated to so far.
Oh, no, of course. And I just want to point out, like, the mentality that it takes to come back from a match like that, especially from a half like that, is so difficult. Like, as a previous player, like, I have made comebacks like that before, but it takes a lot from every single player. And I think with NRG's roster, looking at Som, looking at Finesse, like the energy that they can bring back into it and keeping everyone like dialed in to be able to do a comeback like that, it takes a lot.
That's the crazy part too, though, because you talk about
My phone is at 4%.
to elevate the team. You don't hear that much.
I'm gonna
Right?
go charge it.
Raising and crew of like, oh, vamos, we got this, vamos, and then the crowd's following along too. Vamos. But for energy,
Oh my god, why did it get so loud for 2 seconds?
But I think that kind of fits.
Hi,
though, right? If you look
please.
back on-
It's their playstyle. It's their
Yeah, get off my
it's
bed,
their
bitch.
themselves for energy.
I think that you know, having done this for so long, you just read.
Stop yapping, start the game.
And how they're kind of reacting to the situations.
Right,
You can definitely tell the difference between like what we saw in the first match, for example, toward the end of that game, a really dejected, you know, EG. Whereas in this instance, you saw a dejected NRG, but it wasn't
You
like
smell like piss,
dejection to the
man. You
point
smell
where
like
it was
piss.
frustration. No, they were just pissed that they lost. And the fact that they come out of the gate here with that they came out into map 2 with that win, massive for them, absolutely massive. But in any case, so folks, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, it's map 3, and only one team can move forward. Is it Crew or is it gonna be NRG? We'll find out after this break.
買啲等咯，nghe chưa? 買啲等。À nhầm, ngày kia đi tắm, ok? Crew bind is strong should be easy win for Crew. I think Crew wins. I'm gonna put in 500 points.
Yeah, it's elimination.
What the fuck? Oh, he's cosplaying. Oh, he's cosplaying Sideshow. I was like, why is he doing that?
What's going on?
Sorry. Sorry, it's a lie.
The adhesive's gonna be wearing out at this point. Dude, I've seen like multiple people in production just walking around with mustaches on.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Did you just get a pack of them?
Apparently, I think there might be more hats
We
too.
have
If you want to get
multiple caps,
involved,
too?
if you want to get involved, it's an
involved with
open
the
offer.
boldness? That will happen eventually. I don't need to.
Wait,
but
why?
I'll for that.
Enjoy it while you've got it.
Will do it. Yeah. This is okay. A bit of a mix-up here in terms of the agent select. Crew going for the almost the 2022 approach. To
Almost
2022.
Yes,
they've gone Vice.
They've gone for Vice.
So boring. Boring ass comms.
They played up against 2G, the same comp with the CypherNet that they won pretty handily themselves. And this NRG has been what they've been running so far in 2025. And honestly, not a lot of teams play the KO on this map. Like Foot play it over in EMEA because Krax only plays KO.
What are you looking at?
But I have to say, I like what NRG have shown. with these picks so far, the scouting you can have, especially on the defensive side, is good. Those knives to it, fully clear different areas of the map on attack, also very effective. And
Không ra thì thôi.
so far today on this pick, he is going to be doing very well for himself.
Well, let's get to it then. Opening pistol round. The majority of them not going the way of NRG, but they may have turned the tide of things. Second half of Haven. It's definitely what got them back into at least that map. And
I need the new iPhone, dude.
Deep flash as well. Set play occurring here by Crew onto their pistol. They want to take quick control over towards Showers and even further than that.
And options for quick flanks as well. NRG are going to all jump through this at the same time or over it. Some's left alone, but hey, it's fine.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that Vice Wall. Not a counterplay, but I think it's just potentially to stop in case there is a Viper lurking up behind it.
Look at NRG though, getting ready to flip into backside.
Trying to get active, trying to get mobile.
Oh!
In the face of multiple players here, full 5v5 retake already. Giving up the at least feel of this round here, placing the backs as well towards the classics.
3v3.
Hand for Crew, flipping it. 3 versus 3, anti-flash here. Vanessa, no clearance into the corner, but the trade in sight at least for Shy. Backing away now, Mada wants to play time with the rest of his team. It's a difficult one at that. Nade rebounding this way and to the side. Crew scatter them to the wind, and they just about get onto it in time, I believe.
Ooh, I don't think so.
That's so close.
0.0.
Wow.
I mean, man, Shy gets the 3K on that one, but it's just not enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the time.
The time's getting away from that nade. I mean, that's celebration's a little bit too early. It genuinely looked like the circle was shrinking. And NRG, they take away these pistol rounds that have otherwise been eluding them. I mean, this is what
They should have lost. Som with the
well, in a different fashion, honestly. It was Mada kind of
Som and Verno with a rifle.
Ultimate online round 3 with a showstopper. This time it's just Verno and Som with the big buys coming in with a Phantom and
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
just running out on the spam.
Yeah, they know exactly what Crew are going for here. It's really important these days on Bind. You want to try and deny these ult orbs, but not to the expense of your life.
Yeah, because Bind's one of those maps, sort of like a fracture, like a split, where usually all the comps you're playing just have all of the full exec ultimates. Yeah. Which means that when you're, especially on the attacking side, and you're winning the early rounds, you can get there online real quick.
Give this guy the plan too. Really wanted to min-max it. It's coming out wide here. Horn is at least dealt with. Doing a lot of damage to Mada.
Okay.
Kisnitz.
Oh. Free Vandal.
You are potentially lining up damage. More than done. This is a classic in the hand of Adverso, and it's done a lot of steady work here. Mada's down to the 2 HP a little bit.
How? You had 2 rifles.
Repositioning, almost expecting a TP play.
I think they're reading that Finesse probably lurked through A. But the weird thing is, like, there's a Vandal down long. Finesse could go for if he wants to.
Yeah, go for the Vandal. What are you doing? What are you doing?
This is a little bit awkward. And clearance, they see the barrel. Surely they do. Finesse is done. Dusted up 2 HP for Magden. The rifle cannot save you there.
Get the other one. Go get the other one.
Praises. It's Crew, they're just gonna undo it.
It gets worse, by the way. If Adverso runs too long, there's a Vandal there for you, buddy.
Do they even know that?
I mean, they got killed by it, but
they should, surely.
At the end of the day, they're still going to be able to buy up. That is just devastating. The combination of the stall between...
I didn't vote! I forgot to vote! 61% energy?
Managed to reclaim the rifle?
Okay, that's what I said last game, so maybe they do win, I don't know.
Up celebrating. That's fine. They can buy guns. They got the money.
They do have the money.
Verno's got guns again.
No, they did get the rifle.
Yeah, I think
1,900, yeah.
Kesnet just loves the Outlaw against low buys, and that's exactly what he's looking at. 5 light armors.
Yeah. Disaster for NRG. But priority being towards these orbs. Not enough to clear them off the angle.
So NRG full force down. It's not just a half bind. It's because Mada was only 1 off the orbs. They throw that pop flash. Mada gets that ability. And now, round 3 again. 3 halves of bind he's played in a row. He's got a round 3 showstopper.
Yeah, they've definitely got just a different philosophy going on. I mean, they've been forcing these guns no matter what.
So far, it has not worked at all. But it would really set their mind off on a bad foot to lose the anti-eco and then the force.
As you mentioned already, there's a lot of danger here in the round. Mada spotted as well, and he does have that ult in the back pocket, Showstopper. It's going to be a big one. Nade already rebounding. Straight into the back now, and you're going to be sending it flying forwards. Slow, and the Thorns not enough to stop this! No consideration! The Shy could be into that angle. The fuse running out and not enough there, and he's just walking straight into them. Oh my! That's Crew. Another one to the tally for him. That's 4 players surviving. The weaponry's looking clean, and they get the ult out of it.
Oh my god.
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
First of all, Shy just ratting up in that smoke. Then no one playing elbow, so the ultimate just ends up timing out. And there's no way Ethan can.
But he should have shot it.
Could be able to jump out with a flash from support. I mean, you could just see it on the face of the people here in the crowd. It's just heartbreaking for NRG round after round to see it slip away like that.
Not back down again. NRG just going back to that flow chart of fighting for orb control, see if they can farm up the ults onto the attack side here. But Crew, steady hands. You're on land, so you can hold these pixel angles. And they're baiting out the wall as well. This Vice setup going to be used early here by Shy.
And this is probably a good preview for future rounds of NRGs, where it is going to be a little bit more about finding where that Vice utility is going to be baiting it out, regrouping for your recycle of your KO knife, your info from the Fade as well, to get those rehits going. I think their actual B execs with the knife have looked pretty good so far. I mean, they didn't get out last time, but the knife's been clearing everything. Crew haven't been breaking it. It's just unfortunate positioning that Crew has been able to find to punish.
Might have gone a bit too far back there. Flashes up and over the top to try and at least help this push going out. Ethan is down an aid, and it is good util at that.
Okay.
The spam is going to be helping it out, but you do anything to stop these bullets. It's walls in your faces, and it's just instinctual at Verso. Running rings around them.
30 seconds left.
Som left to do the most here. Spots the barrel out, hits the head too through the wall, but narrowly escaping. A bit of spam coming his way. But the spike has dropped down with 18 seconds left. You don't want to save the Sheriff into the next.
Oh, wait, that was close.
No, we won't. Crew are now getting so much closer to these ultimates. Even themselves, even a rifle being picked up and saved here by Kesnit towards the end. Still with the money being stretched so thin, it's half armor, looks like, at least from that preview.
I'm pretty sure this round that's coming up is going to be the make or break for this half. Because like you're saying, those ultimates for probably 6 players in the server right now are just 1 or 2 off.
Yep.
It's also going to be a swing round in terms of the money for NRG. So look, if Crew win this, or if Crew lose this, it's not the end of the world for them. But if NRG lose this, they are in desperate straits for the next few rounds.
Deep flash again. Hearing the footsteps, jumping around here, and attack side up. Game plan called. This is to punish a jump spot. Zeno has been trying to get the information there, but it's a level of awareness from him this time. He's not going for the jump spot.
Oh, here's an op.
NRG might be looking for,
what?
You know, sort of a fake attempt into this B site. Move back into A with the Viper wall.
Very dangerous.
Oh my god, such a pixel.
It's in a forward position. There's a minute left onto the clock. Seeker's popped off, uses it to get back and away, and it gives him the acknowledgement he needed.
Yeah, really good job on that note.
Now they're checking.
Just come back, are you kidding me?
It's an operator of their own. Bit of a team blind in the process. There's a nade at the feed. Kesnit needs to get the hell out of there. Wait a second. Rocket has to rebound because the suppression was spread wide across the field. Doesn't actually connect onto any players here. NRG call for a pause. This is good discipline in the moment. Smokes are going to fade. Wall going down. Time to strike is nigh, but do they choose to take it? Contact plays potentially there. Sees in the hands of one of the players. Out through the back now and out onto the site. NRG going to try and make a good go at this, but the spike has been dropped down into the laps of these players. Crew have got it on full lockdown. And the options.
Oh!
Nope. Gotta get out of there. I mean, honestly, the way crew have been staggering their utility over towards the B side is exactly what they need. First of all, you got Adverso playing on the A side of the map, so he's playing on the opposite side of his wall. So that even though...
They're trying to take away the gun!
Crazy. He's playing on the other side, so even though this KO knife keeps hitting 3 players on site, their wall never goes down.
Wow.
So we get that kill coming in. Then the Viper
That's
wall goes
crazy.
up to counter out the knife coming in. At the same time that the wall comes down, you've got a Brim Molly going down on Octagon. You've got Raze paint shells going down there too. So yeah, NRG can try to walk out because they have no more utility to actually exec into the site anymore.
Silver lining for them is that, I guess the showstopper got expended, wasted by Kesnet's side, or was it a waste if it just caused a pause in the round? Maybe not. Still, timeout is called here for NRG because they're not really getting the same lightning start that they were hoping for, like they did on the second half of Haven. Winning that pistol round and just turning...
No, they gotta get a 7-1 first.
Uninterrupted until the tail end of that map. This is a little bit different. Timeout has to be called here to get some interjection from Bonka.
Yeah, it's tough too because the 3 players that survived last round were all the guys that were just one off their ultimates.
Yes,
If only they had died and someone else could pick it up, it would have been fine. Now, NRG are on the attacking side, so not so difficult playing for the early orbs. We've already seen NRG try to do that, so I would really expect NRG to try and dominate with their setup here, that B-long orb. Maybe put that in the hands of Verno here to exec into the site.
The money is so odd though because they've been saving this off. Because do you want to force around or do you want to save? They're deliberating about it, but they're just forcing up into it. So it means the buy is a little bit all over the place. I'm just worried if the time gets low again, they're not going to have any punch to get into these sites.
I mean, I think it is the right call because you are winning on the ult game, and you should be able to get a couple of those up. Just recover this half, especially the attack side. You should be winning more rounds on attack on bind.
Here it is. Knife is broken though. Nade across the side. Shy just spamming randomly. Still the flash is good with the connection. Steel Garden has to be offloaded. Any sort of safety to be found with it. Wall even being triggered there. FNS looking like he wants to try and hop over the top of it. If he can, managed to take control of this with the Nightfall now scattering off from the side. And is putting pep in the step with the NRG players, but they can't quite get inside these smokes. Doesn't matter, the sound cues are cut away entirely. Rifle play needs to reign supreme, and Shy is just running a miracle onto the site, or is he still
1v1? 1v1? But it's Ethan with the 63% clutch rate.
But that's all it takes.
Ethan has been so calm for NRG. I mean, talk about a hero for them today. Last map and this one too. That in a round that very nearly got away from them. I mean, it's just absolute pandemonium here on site. Shy finding a couple, ratting out in that site smoke too.
Just trying to punish this lurk plays up. Just trying to punish this lurk plays up. Okay, TP to just about escape.
The pace change out of this timeout is pretty impressive. NRG last round, the fast B hit. This time the lurk into again, setting up for a B pop.
You're crazy for that. Oh my god, Shy. Let's take a peek. Back of God knows what. Flash also getting that connection and a bit of random spam again. Said it earlier, but it is just purely instinctual. He just knows the timings to take. Rattling away with the bullets.
On Abyss, this guy was on Pie Watch, and now he is just farming NRG.
On Pie Watch.
The Viper's Pit gives you no options to lurk through. It's an avenue that you cannot take. The only option is to go over towards B. Players are stacking.
Again, the stall, I mean...
Is that NRC on the gun?
Holding down Hookah.
Knife against the wall.
It's NRC.
Tags on the Shy, managed to get the thorns off though, just in time. Smoke's going to be splitting this one up entirely as well. Satchel's up and over. Smoke.
Shy's such a rat!
Yeah, he can hide entirely into this.
Oh, okay, they killed him. They killed...
Grimult in through the back now, Orbital Strike. Is that going to be enough to push them into the fight? Yes, it is. They're spamming.
Wow.
Pockets of safety. The crew were just trying to cower inside.
Wow, they knew.
Versus 3 now. NRG with control of the site. And FNS.
FNS, stop shooting your gun. Just put that shit away.
The approach, 36 health for Adverso.
Ooh.
This is all locked down by NRG. Surely it is. Surely they anticipate something of this line.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Not even close. Oh, yeah, not even close.
All right, Psalm. I mean,
light work. Okay.
The quick little flick there.
Okay.
Just crazy. His ultimate too, right? Into back sight, and then both him and Finesse are spamming the only pocket players could be swinging them in.
It's very smart. The only possible places where they could survive.
That's it.
With this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wait, I need to...
With
Let me
this,
see that shit again.
Very smart. The only possible places where they could survive.
That's it.
With this.
Oh, okay, he did. Okay, wow. Wow.
We're not slowing down.
He's still hitting Verno with those shots, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Verno dropped down just to 56. Look, play up through short. You have the thorns to pop off, and there you go. You've been given the timing that you needed. Nade rebounding at the back, but this is a dire start for NRG to the round.
Sky flashed through the teleporter, saw no one there, so crew are fully ready for the walk into A short.
Also, I mean, I don't know what he's trying to spot with this one, but still, players have looked up onto the line and
Stop playing the game!
At his back, flawless.
Dude, check all the quarters, man.
Clear game plans here.
Yeah, I want to watch Kesnet spam people down through smokes again.
It just seems to be the name of the play for crew again, just fighting over the extremities. Be long deep smoke like this, try and fight for the orb, try and get it early, a bit of spam to protect just in case.
Yeah, so it's not like NRG were spamming through with Odins and Outlaws and things that you could trade. They were walking.
Yeah.
And he just shot them anyways. Cool.
Sometimes. Game be like that.
Tough.
Another fast play though from NRG. Wait a second. Thorns! Oh my goodness, okay. Just about wrangled that one. Hello. Again? There's the angle! They're slow to a crawl. They are slow to a bloody crawl.
I just don't even know what to say.
You're trying to speed up the round after that one. Still to jiggle, almost punish Adverso. Barely there. It's a thread of life remaining. Mazino on the look.
Ebenezer, please!
Not even look at each other.
The timing, there's potential then. There's fights occurring on all sides of the map.
There's no way. Finesse has somehow gotten all the way past him. I mean, honestly, if he gets into B, they could jump back into teleporter. NRG could play this round out with a Viper's Pit.
Oh, okay, the shot is not going to value that. Somebody been sprays down the
Okay, well, they have to go in now. They lost a spike.
It's on the wrong side of the wall, that spike.
And this is, oh God. Okay. Now we're left to watch the FNS POV.
I'm not quite sure what I'm watching, Brent.
No, I don't know either.
Because the last two rounds have just been people getting killed through smoke, and then people walking directly past each other without ever seeing the other one.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you saw two players that saw each other and exchanged honest gunfire?
For a while.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it hasn't been for a while. This is, of course, going to be a save for Finesse. He can't go for anything here. Maybe, like you mentioned, like he got that B long control. Lurking his way up. He was just trying to buy options and...
I mean, genuinely, if that spike is on the left-hand side of the Viper wall...
Yeah, they could have...
Jumps in the TP.
Is a chance.
And you're playing inside a Viper's Pit in a 2v3.
Yeah.
It's winnable.
It's getting rough, though, but... Overall, liking the game plans from crew, even though it does seem like it's boiling down to a bit of spam into the smokes. But to be honest, I mean, NRG were not hiding their intent with that.
No,
it wasn't like they were walking up behind the smoke. They were throwing util for an exec.
Yeah.
And they didn't break the Thorns. The Thorns have been there for many rounds in a row.
But it's interesting because the majority of rounds, NRG have really been playing heavy into B-Long, into Hookah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they do know those vines are there, but maybe not as focused on it. They've been spending a lot of utility towards showers when they have been testing out that space to play for an orb, and just kind of got lost against them in the chaos of some of these rounds.
Splitting the players up. Zeno's deep flash. Was that for the TP? I'm not too sure.
Believe so, yeah.
So, just a jump spot. We're trying to bake Hezin in here a little bit. Spams up into the corner. He knows his players are pushed away. Satchel, just making it awkward to try and take that fair fight. Finesse though covers, at least from the back, and that TP has to be committed. But Kesnet needs a bit of a bailout. They pushed him into these players.
Check out Adverso though. Walked all the way down into A short.
Oh, this is going to get clowning. I can feel it.
I mean, it's so clowning. He doesn't need a bailout. He's going to pull himself up.
Yeah, all right. Sure. Sprays down the two of them. That's a spike again.
He heard FNS, huh?
The WinCons are just spelling themselves out. Also, he's trying to lurk and hunt down one of the players.
Bruh!
Matt has just missed him. Matt has just missed him. Poor Finesse again. Wandering into the rainforest moment, but Adverso hunting him.
Dude, he aims like me. Like, I don't know.
In case you're wondering, that's the defense side Viper.
Only feet.
Attackers in their own spawn.
Yeah.
That's the situation that just unfolded on our screen.
Yeah. And it's not like this comp of Crew is lacking mid-round information. It's not concrete, but you have Sky Flashes, you have Vice Flashes. You can use them proactively if you want to get information of where players are. You don't necessarily have to go for contact pushes, but why not? Adverso is finding the gaps.
I think Crew have also been able to find like the information on where these players from Energy are, and when they see them separated, punish them. Here, Viper's pit down into short. And Crew wanted to accelerate.
Interesting.
It, but I'm not so sure, because if the showstopper was on A short, yeah, maybe you can rocket into the pit, but with Mata playing outside Showers, they've really got to take their time.
Yeah, and I really like this deep wall by Shy. He shifted it for Showers control. It gives him an option and a flash as well to play off of this as well, just when it gets triggered, in case it is real.
Go in the pit, go in the pit!
It could be there. Meanwhile, in the pit, it's been a real problem, I think. Sticking point for NRG, because when you don't have this threat of the lurk, I guess, with a Viper wall, they just seem to be stationary.
NRG need to act pretty quickly, and it's going to be showing presence into B, I'd imagine, and then teleporting back in towards Mata on this A site with the rocket.
Yeah. 45 seconds left when you're doing this.
Yeah, and Crew are kind of fighting up in their face a little bit. Especially in Hookah.
This is a real problem, man. This is a real problem.
They don't even feel comfortable enough to push forward down B long because there's still a flash on Mazino. Bro, they don't even think they can get to the TP.
There's a pit in short. There's Thorns in short. They have an orbital strike to deny plan. That's what I mean. The time. Because the options are just limited. And Adverso, this guy. Oh, he's embodying the rat right now. Players lit up and the fire and spam from Ethan.
Oh my god, dude.
Trying to save them, but the Thorns bring him down. He had the spike. He was carrying it, man. He had to make a play. There's 10 seconds remaining. This is, I mean, I'm just going to call it how it is. It's tragic.
Just slipping away.
They want to hunt this one.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. NRG trailing 5. Well, will take the wins where he can find them, but that's just a disaster there. Again, Energy had the idea, right? I'm pretty sure it was to sell that fake into the B site, but as soon as Crew showed the presence, the Sky Flash, they got so squeamish.
And I'll shoot him a little bit of bail. This is a hard meta to try and work the map and get rid of all the possible, deep positions. Like you think about Shy's deep wall in Showers and the pit down into short. I mean, you have to bait out the wall. You have to try and pull out somebody util at least to even stand a chance. It's hard in this current meta to not get ruined by the clock if you're trying to slow play around like that. But you also can't fast play too often into the amount of stall that a lot of these teams have. Pixel angle. Just breaking the Prowler.
Okay, that got 3.
Disconnect here. This one. A bit more oomph behind it. The horn's going to be broken though. At least deals with the one side of it. Sees up and around. That's a showstopper going forward.
Okay.
Missing the angle up onto Mata. Mazino popping out and through. And he needed to do something. He did just that. Taken over towards the site, and it's a pit layer down just for that extra bit of safety, but it does allow Crew to get back in.
Mata might have woken up, but the best players this map for Crew are still in it. Adverso's been on a heater.
Oh my goodness, there's no show. Spam into the corner, Sommer's barely alive. It's on the cusp of it. Orbital strike as well into his hands, but of course, it's not going to come into play whatsoever. Spamming away with the shotguns in their hands.
Oh my god, they don't know, they don't know, they don't know!
Snappy, and there's the orbital strike.
How's the matches? Fucking awful!
Clears out through most of it, time ticking. Pit in their face as well. And it's inevitable at this point. This will be the 4th round for NRG. Right when they needed it. Familiar scenes to Haven, and for NRG's sake, they're going to be hoping that they can keep
like, I don't feel like I'm watching tier 1 gameplay. I feel like this is like tier 2.
Look, NRG got the ball rolling.
I'm so confused.
The first half of Haven, and then streaked to close that one out for a win. Getting a little bit
every time I see FNS on the screen, I don't even have faith. What's his KD right now?
Beat 100 Thieves on this map to win it all. Mata was unbelievable. He's going to need to continue to be if NRG are going to fight back.
He got 2 of you?
Another second half comeback.
Absolutely. absolutely are.
What's the score? It's 8-4 right now. Last game it was 7-1 and then Energy somehow made it back. But it was like, I think it was 5-1. I don't know, is KD... Let me check. No, FNS is... I don't know, man. That guy needs to retire. They need to let him retire. He's 5-17. Oh wait, this is Haven, sorry. That was last game. Last game he was 5-17. And then first game, 4-17. Like, he's literally me. But like, I'm not getting paid to play, you know? I don't know, I can't see the current score. Right here?
Just slipping away.
They want to hunt this one down.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah. NRG trailing 5.
Okay.
I'll take the wins where he can find.
He is... Oh my god, he's not last? Wait, what the... Wait, what? They're all like 4-6. Dude. 16-5, 11-4, 10-5.
Maybe they can.
I don't know, man. Like, what is this?
Tough ask, honestly, with your backup.
Like, what is this?
Absolutely.
It's literally tier 2. Okay, Mata is 9 now. I'm surprised FNS is like up this high, but like everyone else is.
I mean, look, they dominated the most competitive off-season tournament. Everyone was saying did it impressively well, but now fighting for their lives here.
It's not boring. It's not a boring game. It's just a very irritating game to watch.
They've got to start off clean here on the second half of Bind before it gets out of control.
Yuto's already going to be flying up and overhead.
What the fuck is... Oh, that's Vize's Thorn thing.
Indeed. Thorn's in through the back. Not detted in time here. Trying to save themselves with the satchels in play. And Som just dominating that position. He's locked down Lamps this entire time for his team to have that as a potential option. 2 players already down and out. Do you dare step in to his lair? Som is still alive. Here with a shorty.
Oh, okay, that hit him.
Feeling the pressure and the heat, but he might have just
It only hit him for like 20.
Wait a minute. Shy is cooking Mizzino by his side. And just like
Oh my god, it was a 4v2.
2v2.
It was a 5v2.
It's excellent from Crew. Trying to take these peeks into these players. The snake pipe pushing them out into the open. The vulnerable applies. Mizzino. Countdown of time, and it is ticking indeed for these players. They realize it. Ethan's got off of it. As great a player as you've been, it's too much.
See what I'm saying? It's such an annoying game to watch. It was a 5v2.
Another 4K in a pistol round? He's 17-5 right now. I mean, I swear, watching these Crew pistol rounds, it's like watching a good heist movie. I mean, every single one, it's robbery in broad daylight.
And the overall idea of NRG,
A good heist movie.
you know, you're playing with a pack of players in spawn, you're following where...
Yeah, I think Crew's gonna win. But I didn't vote. I keep forgetting to vote.
It's a cool idea overall from NRG to play onto the pistol, and they just let it slip in the player advantage situation. Credit to Shy, though.
What was the stat earlier? Every time Crew's in a 4v5, they win like 60 or 70% of the time?
Less after he gets killed.
Finesse is alone. Here's the rumbling of the footsteps, scuttling across the sand, isn't he?
You know, Crew smoked it off too. They're fully aware someone can be.
Oh my god, FNS, please! FNS!
Doesn't really care about giving it away, just wants to get the information and the kill as well. Here it is, NRG players.
This is a great round for Shy to go on the hunt. Get those ults going for himself too, so expect him in the front lines.
Som himself will probably make a go of things considering how close he is to the ult. The rest of his team, they're probably going to try and go down.
This was also a true FPX buy for Crew in terms of like they had 2 ghosts coming into this.
Yeah, they did.
I would not be surprised if they invested a little bit more and won a couple rifles. I mean, up 10-4, you win the bonus round, that's just lights out.
It's a dangerous looking bonus of that. Zeno, he's hopping around, spotting out these players. Will look to go down to the spike, and they will do that. So just trying to deny the Tad the extra snowball, but looks like all guns were recovered as well, if they even went down at all. So
Okay, guys.
Look at how dangerous that bonus round is looking.
You have 5
There's
rifles.
a Vandal. There's an extra Guardian bought into. Crew won a challenge.
5 rifles.
Surviving. 3 players on light armor. NRG are
Okay, see, FNS is moving down.
This one.
No, they're not. And at this point, it's looking all the more likely that Crew are finally going to get. I don't want to curse it too early, but listen, this org has never won against FNS-led teams in the history of Valorant.
I mean, today was only the second map they've ever taken off them.
Exactly. It's always been dominance. Times are changing though, and so are the expectations. Wow.
NRG got pretty active out of showers with Verno, but it's really about holding down this B site with Mata coming in on the rotate. For NRG, they're in a good position as long as Ethan can stay alive in hookah.
Just calling for the pause here, Crew. Hoping for that re-exploration, but now they're making noise.
They really want.
They will still find a way to lose. Crew, you think? I don't know, man. Energy throws more than PRX does.
Heavy stack from the NRG.
Somehow.
Here comes the head. Yeah. They know what's going to be occurring. They've got the players into the right positions. It just comes down to the gunplay in a stall. It's a nade. Pulled out of them. A bit of spam occurring on either side here. Mata actually drifting and does go down to it. 3 players though. Caught with the knife, but caught with a util out in your hands. Ethan dropped to his knees. That was 35 seconds.
Unable.
What is the call to be made? Silgarden earned up, hopping up on top of the ledge. And now finally taking space off the back of it. Spec has to be shown here. Spam into the corner. That is very good.
Could have spammed one more bullet.
That one, knocking these players down to low HP.
But NRG have no flank coming in. They've got no flashes to get back on the site. They've got no smokes. They have to go into every fight disadvantaged.
Just looking for any chance they can. Swings are coming, but it's a little bit too late for that still. FNS off from around the sides, but he's dropped down to just 10 HP.
Alright, it's GG's, it's FNS.
Distraction needs to be made, but the players have just got their watchful eyes on every single possible angle.
Oh my god, he killed somebody!
There is no remorse in sight from Crew. And this is just a stellar start. I wondered if it was going to be a repeat of what we saw onto Haven, but this is the complete opposite. Pistol rounds, the bonus conversion at this
Wait,
point.
where did Crashies go?
It doesn't even matter about like the buff room that they bought for themselves.
Hold up.
There's 2 more rounds that stands between Crew and
Where's
taking the series,
Crashies?
staying alive and knocking NRG out.
And Shy, the man of the hour, right? He's the guy that buys the Vandal this round. He's the one that finds the opener on Ethan. Keeps getting those kills, which
Fnatic,
which gives them the site for free.
Fnatic?
Those players off to retake flashless, smokeless. It's his individual play.
Wait, did Fnatic qualify?
What you even need at this point in terms of timeouts for NRG?
Fnatic didn't even qualify, man.
Every single game that NRG have
Vitality Heretics, okay.
One guy. It's a different guy every time, but it's been Mata coming up, dropping 30.
Okay.
It's been Ethan dropping 30. Even Som when they lost against Cloud9 on Fracture, dropping 30.
I need to rewatch MIBR versus EG.
They've got no guy.
Like, I know MIBR has Aspas, but they're still shit. I don't know how that happened.
Like, pick up the pieces and give them that miracle round that they might need to really get started. And listen, start a day. I was getting interrogated up here on this desk.
Now you're getting vindicated.
I'm getting vindicated to a degree, and I did say, maybe I didn't believe it, but I did say, what happens if Mata, Ethan, Verno, and Som all don't hit? We might be seeing it. Not to boil it all down, just the gunplay.
But sometimes it is the gunplay that can bail you out of tough rounds. Yeah. And you look at that, that's what Crew been finding consistently. They have won so many 4v5s, and now they get a chance to
FNS! Just stop playing the game. I was like, wait, since he died, he can actually IGL. I hope.
And it sort of forces NRG to go for this walk into short to get some info back to say, hey, we could be lurking up against you. Pulls Crew back into this space to find any players that have crept up.
Going for that reclear. Wall was triggered.
Why is that? Oh.
Ethan's moved up in heaven. Verno peeked out.
It's whoever. Okay, they like click on the agents. That's why it's like red right there. I was like, why is there a red player?
As you mentioned, it's kind of sorely needed.
Interesting.
He's just gonna pause there in sand.
I guess when they change POV, they just press it on the map.
Here's the dog though, and he wants to go for it. Feels like an exec. They're trying to make moves over towards it. The backstab is coming.
He missed the window! You can't do that!
Not only avoided him, but they're going to wheel.
Okay, wait, that's a spike.
Drop down. His chances here for him, but no. Okay, stolen. Straight away. Som going for the
Okay.
Bit of Ferrari speed off the back of that one. Shy's not going to know what a hit hit. Vizino's still going to be sticking this one, and Verno taking these fights, isolating the angles, winning it out. Getting the confidence back here for NRG in a massive player.
See, FNS dies and you can actually IGL.
Kevin's fighting forward.
Forced out though, wide into the open with the nade itself, and that.
Amazing, 10 out of 10. FNS should just be a coach and not playing the game ever again.
Turns out Verno's going to be the guy that round.
Yes.
And look, it doesn't have to be the same guy every time, but even though that timing...
It has to be someone. It doesn't have to be the same person, but it has to be...
Punches down the op. Or the spike, rather. Wow, that's a nice shot.
That's what I mean. You see that step up from the players. Really, I mean, it is individualistic, right? They're just taking...
Make it a 45. Okay, the thing with Crew is if it is a 4v5, they'll win. NRG 4v5, but FNS has to die. And then they'll win. How is FNS up? Like, how is Ethan on the bottom? I don't get it. Shy is fucking 19-8. The other guy's 18.
With the flash, at least from Shy early on, just to make sure that nobody was contesting over towards Showers. Verno's got to respect that. Need to try and flush him out with a boombot on the side as well. Kesnet just a lot of pressure being sent out by him alone. Shy even with the deep wall. I actually love this position here.
What? Finesse? Hello? I think just caught
FNS killed somebody?
The jump peak or maybe just a bit of spam with the wall going up.
That's crazy.
Nice open it up.
Yeah, Crew definitely thinking about moving all the way over into the B site, but with Ethan anchoring this down, I didn't see the timing of his knife, but should not be very long. Yeah, his knife just came back up, so very easy for NRG to keep this stalled by cycling the wall. Once that goes down, Ethan pops the knife. Still have a seize to make sure players can't get out of Octo.
Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it.
Very good stall util in the hands of
Ooh, that's 3.
Just like this. Seize follow it up. Oh, into the corner. There is no
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Not too sure, but either way, that's going to more than get the job done.
Just a little bit of everything there. This comp can be so versatile. Comboing different abilities. That's a round that'll, bring the spirits up a little bit.
And listen, that's what it takes, one round at a time.
FNS's brain is churning. He was taking a nap earlier.
They're not the type of team to necessarily get rattled, even though they do have a lot of new additions.
And I'd say NRG's defensive side bind, what has impressed me the most, I really like the way Ethan and Finesse are usually playing on this side of the map. This time it was Ethan and Verno. But even though they're usually on the weaker side, the way they cycle their util, it's very hard to find that window to get in against them.
That opening kill with Finesse, just when the wall goes up. Anticipating that the low timing could be taken. I like it.
Okay, that was the most half-committed
Right?
I've ever seen.
That's why you're losing.
Yeah, come on. You gotta believe. Finesse is like that though,
It's all good. If he's finding the openers, I don't care how he fist bumps.
Exactly.
He found the opener once.
No. Case, one round
like out of 3 maps.
The money has taken a bit of a tumble, so rifles that they were able to save from that prior round, but not too much. Also go alongside it. There's options for Crew, I think, as well.
What time is it?
Or maybe get a kill. Kesnet ults online and one with a
19. Is that 7? 7.
Most rounds.
Long ass games.
They're gonna be wary because last round, Crew got swung by someone over in U-Haul. This time prepared for it. That same vine sent backside. Really good.
Yeah. Molly as well to stall this one out, and the Haunt is perfect. I mean, the C's on top of it. It's good util from Verno. Isolates the fight. That's one of your rifle players on Crew as well. That's going to be dropped to the side. Crew feeling like they are picked to pieces. The round is unraveling step by step here. Shy does well to at least return the fire and maybe get the trade off, but it's a 2 versus 4.
Oh, you can shoot that? You can shoot the blind?
Committed. There's only 38
I
seconds.
did not know that.
Running out of options, and at this point, listen, I don't want to say it.
Comebackable?
I'm starting to get worried about the way that they're playing. Their attack sides are just it could be just another one-sided game.
I feel like both teams are so good at defense and they don't know how to offense.
Now because you realize, okay, if we tried to run these fast execs, we're just gonna get stalled out.
They're cooked with. I don't. Do they ult this round? I don't think they even ulted this round.
The Viper on one side and just stalled out.
They're about to get 3 though.
Combination of KO and Fade utility, but if we slow play, well, now we know Mata's gone up, and that could be anywhere. And we're not really playing a comp that's so well versed at dealing with the ops because they've got the Sky.
Really not. A lot of ults close to coming online here for NRG on top of that.
Yeah, you know, I'd say the best news for Crew is that they only need 2 rounds, and they've got more.
Shut the fuck up! You don't even play this game. Do you even know what's going on right now?
That's even a final one on top of it, man. I mean, they're not even there. It's 12 yet.
Oh, the replay. I like that.
Yeah, that's half-hearted.
That's a reverse turkey, we call it.
Don't worry, we'll go over that. The reverse turkey.
Yeah. You ever seen that when you do a high five someone that's trying to fist bump you? That's a turkey. Yeah. But he did it reverse style.
Wait, let me see. Did PRX win yesterday?
We tried to do that off camera. I didn't like it. Just felt off. Timeout taken here by Crew. They're popping off because
PRX lost?
It's hard to do it. I mean, I was making
mention. What?
We are in. I guess the
There's no way.
Quite defensive-sided. You need to think about so many different variables. Util you need to pull out.
Sure.
And every single agent, the energy.
Divide? What the fuck is this?
Snake bites, mollies, nades, everything.
Divide.
The thing is, like, this map is incredibly attack-sided.
Oh my.
As long as you get the spike down.
What the?
Get the spike down, get the ults, you can chain them into.
They got 13-1.
But they haven't really been planting. Is the thing? They've just been getting killed and stalled on time.
Oh my god, dude. I won't see PRX at fucking Thailand. Masters. That's so sad. Hopefully Sen qualifies, so I have something to watch. Oh, I'll just sell my ticket, man.
Making sure they don't get sniped out before that exec comes into play.
My peak is your peak? My peak is Ascendant. What's your peak? Unboosted Diamond.
Walking up. There's danger in that if you're going to be contacting a lot when you know that Mata's hopping. But okay, here we go. Explosive is called. Not too sure what the trigger was for it. And what a shot by Mata. Kesnet just drifting down to the floor.
Why did he take like 5 years to fucking shoot that shit? I said it when it first came out, does not count. I would have been fucking immortal when I first came out.
Now going to be offloaded. Flash deep in through the site, trying to split this one up and away. Nobody Oppa's playing, but not a lot of control. Most of the other sections of the site. Elbow in particular in a player advantage situation for NRG. If they take this one steadily,
that's a hand. That's a hand.
Flash over the top. Molly on top of it.
What?
He's still. And these Alba players surely going to be playing a part into the action at some point. Deep knife. Versus still.
Are they scared for alert? What are they doing?
One needs to be at least dropped in here. Gunfight's one out, at least on either side. Traded here with a Nightfall on top of it. No more sound cues and Shy! Goodness me, that's monstrous.
How do you? They can't hear. They can't.
Doesn't matter. He only needs the
oh my god. GG's.
And he'll take aim.
What a beast. Shy is just
alright, hurry up, end the game so I can go make ramen.
And again, you can see it's a 4v5. Another 4v5 that Crew win. And it's because finally they're able to get the spike on the ground. The re-hit worked, and Shy playing inside tube here.
And they ulted.
A thing of beauty.
Same.
It's a 12 for Crew. One more round is all that stands between them winning this, knocking out NRG. For Crew will be first win they've got against.
Let me go eat ramen. Come on. Last round.
Just a jiggle. Ethan has to play his life a little bit further back here with a deep knife.
3.
Ethan's got to show up here. If they re-hit into this site, 2 flashes to work with. And he's got his buddy Psalm up in hookah.
This is not the right read. This is not the right read.
missile now. It's a Steel Garden. Overlaid on top. Players trying to drift up, and the TPs are called. Pushing them back. There's an orbital strike. There's a little bit delayed still at first, so nasty shot. Everybody corralled. Everybody collected up. Showstopper.
What?
Recalls the gunplay in order. Shy! My goodness! Off onto the corner. Already collected.
Alright, GG's.
Leaves it down to Finesse.
GG's. GG's.
History of VCT. His teams have always been able to get it done. But this is the unthinkable made manifest. This is Crew when everybody doubted them. Taking that step forwards. Finesse trying to do it. Spotted out. Flash in his face. No chance at all. 13-7.
GG's.
Have sent NRG.
G. Fucking G. I'm gonna get my points.
What a show Crew just put on for us today.
Dude, look.
I mean, 3 maps.
61%. That energy was gonna win.
Absolute beast.
3.5 million.
It's gotta be 25 plus, maybe.
I think it was 26 and 8.
Insanity.
I think this guy just put on.
Wait, let me see. What was his
out there on Bind.
final KD?
And in those critical rounds in the end, right? It started slowing down.
No, I can't see it.
Started tapping in. So that momentum they felt back on.
Come on. Update, update, update.
Absolutely no way.
Someone is like inputting in every single number, you know?
So much off the back of.
Wait, okay. Let me go back.
Side 2 show up.
This. One more round is all that stands between them.
It doesn't show me.
It's a 4v5. Another.
Oh, is it right here? He's not last. Ethan, what happened? Ethan.
Really stepping up in a massive way. I was singing the praises of Shy, but this final map of Adverso, especially on the defensive side, was just so.
Shy's first FPS is Valor, by the way.
Just gorgeous. And it came all. You remember back this pistol round?
Yeah.
Where NRG again were up in numbers, but it just did not matter because of what Shy was able to do consistently.
Yeah, we got a bit wacky at times. Listen, a bit of spam into the smokes, but genuinely, players were hitting on either side. But for Crew, they really did turn up. The confidence was there. I had questions at the beginning of this series, you know, wondering, okay, listen, you batter 2G. They're looking, you know.
All right, I'm gonna go make ramen.
Get a handle in terms of the play currently in VCT Americas, and we didn't really know where the level, I guess, was in terms of that tier gap. But for Crew here to